Hello, everyone. Might as well get this shared and tweeted out a little bit, eh? Gotta get those shares and tweets in. Since this is an unplanned stream. Not that it would really matter. Alright. Sorry, but I'm just getting a tweet out about this. Alright, got the tweet out. Alright. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to a bonus Q&A. How are you guys doing? As you see, we changed the format up a little bit today. So first off, we got our sub goal. The idea with the sub goal is if we hit 40,000 subs, we will do a giveaway, a live giveaway for everyone, not just for patrons, not just for, backers and everything like we are going to be starting in June, but rather if we hit our full sub goal of 40,000, that'll be our next giveaway goal. So hopefully we hit that sometime. I think I have the timer set on it right now by the end of June, which is pretty ambitious, I'd say. That gaining like 7,000 subs in like a month and a half, 2 months, but whatever. Be ambitious, right? And then obviously you'll see we added a new E3 spending money goal. That's right, the entire E3 budget is gone. It has been spent entirely. So there is that. So first off, Gamer God Wannabe, how's it going? Edward Norton, how's it going? So yeah, so the E3 spending money thing is basically if you feel like donating, we have a donation link down in the description. Any donation for that is for me to spend willy-nilly at E3. It could be less than 300, it could be more than 300. Basically, whatever we get is good. Pays for food, pays for me to do extra activities when I'm there. Like, I know there was a day I was thinking about going to Disneyland, but then I realized the tickets for Disneyland are like $200. Holy crap. So I doubt that's going to happen. But basically, it's just spending money for me to eat, for me to put gas in the car, etc. I am bringing some of my own money, so like this is not essential. This is just me asking, hey, look, would you like to help out? I would appreciate it, especially since in June my revenue is kind of low for June. So any money I spend on that E3 trip is money that I could have been using to pay bills. So there is that. But we're going to E3 either way. It's all set in stone. Hey, Gamer God. Hey, Edward Norton and James Ernest. Gamer God Wannabe. Awesome. So, yeah, we're having a bonus Q&A tonight. Disneyland is expensive, man. That's just to get in. That doesn't include eating there or anything, but I've never gone. I've been to Disney World once when I was like a little kid. I would like to go back again, but I'm probably not going to go to Disneyland on this trip. Let's be honest. There's been enough money. I've never actually been to Universal Studios either. That's always been another one I wanted to hit. Will Super Chats help fund the E3 spending fund? Unfortunately, no. The Super Chats will help pay my bills in July, but it doesn't actually help the E3 fund. Only the donation link down in the description will help that. Because I have one free day. Believe it or not, I have one free day when I'm gone where I don't have any work going on. One day. So that day I plan to do something. I mean, I know I'm going to hit the beach, but if it's nice enough out, but I'm not in California very often, so I'm going to do something. I don't know why. It might not be much. Might not be doing much, but we'll see. Hey, Undernet, welcome. Ed, you said my last name wrong. You mean Nate said your last name wrong? Oh, man. Alrighty then. Blah, blah, blah. I wonder if there's this new studio mode. I'm going to test out the studio mode here. Does it want to work? It's in beta. So, aha! Studio mode does work. I'm going to make chat easier to read. Chat easier to read. Edward Norton with $1. Thank you so much, bud. You know I really appreciate that. I'm just going to make things a little easier on my end here. We're going to center that. I'm going to shrink down my stuff here. Sorry, I'm making some edits that you guys can't see thanks to this new-ish studio mode. New-ish. Probably the best way to describe it, new-ish. I'm going to shrink this just a tad. There we go. All right. I think we're just going to go live with that. Let's transition that, baby. Heck yeah. I think we're live. With a way easier to read chat. I should eventually do like a custom background and stuff, but oh geez, my fiance just told me she's going to be driving 3 hours away after school today. She's done with class. So first of all, let me get that. Sorry, when you have when you have a text like that from your fiance, you always got to answer. First off, Edward Norton, thank you so much for the $1 super chat. Always appreciate it. Let me see here. Good evening, sir. In a bathing suit, $500 to punch Reggie. What? Master of Hyrule, $500 to punch Reggie. How about no? Let me see here. Remember, it's Q&A, guys. Ask any questions you want. Otherwise, we'll just talk about Nintendo. Will you do a face reveal, Tito Char? What are you talking about? Here I am. I have my face revealed in many videos. Prime News videos, which land now Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Some, I had my face earlier today in a news one. I'm thinking, I was testing out a new angle for like my standalone news stories instead of always using the green screen, right? Having a more like back at my office thing in order to have a real camera back there to do that with. So I'm experimenting with that kind of view for individual news stories instead of me just doing voiceover over gameplay, which usually happens when I'm rushed, right? I don't have a lot of time. I really want to get that story out, so I get it out. That was what my last video was like. And I had another video I was working on that I might end up redoing just so I can deal with that kind of reality. And Thomas Maynard checking in. He's got a question. Thank you so much, Thomas Maynard. He says, what's my favorite GameCube game? I think you meant game there, buddy. My favorite GameCube game. It's always a tough one. And if you ask me that question, cheers for starters. If you ask me that question like 10 times, I'll probably end up giving you like 8 different answers. Because GameCube era was such an interesting one for me. I played like a lot of Prince of Persia, Sands of Time. I played a lot of Luigi's Mansion. I played a lot of... There was a Rogue Squadron game. I forget which one I played a lot of on there. Obviously, a lot of Melee, Wind Waker. I didn't play a lot of Sunshine, to be fair. I played some Mario Sunshine back then, but not a lot. So, there wasn't Eternal Darkness also on GameCube. Like, there's a lot of good GameCube games. I'm just trying to refresh my memory a little bit. As I said, you ask me 10 times, I'll give you 8 different answers. Oh yeah, Metroid Prime started back then as well. Geez. So I'm gonna go. Oh man, that probably wasn't my favorite though. Hold on, there's one I'm thinking of that was better than that. Okay, so this is gonna be a bit of a cop out, because technically it wasn't originally a GameCube game. I'm going to go with Skies of Arcadia this time. Again. Ask me that question, 9 more times, and you'll end up with 7 more answers. But this time that I was asked my favorite game, I'm going to go with Skies of Arcadia because I played a ton of Skies of Arcadia. I know it was originally a Dreamcast game. I don't care. I played it on GameCube. I love the hell out of it. It's one of my favorite JRPGs of all time. Possibly my favorite JRPG of all time. Debatable. I mean, Secret of Mana would technically be my favorite JRPG of all time. Although, yeah. Yeah, so probably Secret of Mana. It's probably right behind Secret of Mana for my favorite JRPG of all time, Skies of Arcadia. So, Yeah, that'd probably be my favorite GameCube game, at least for this answer. Let me go up and look at some stuff here. Blah, blah, blah. Legoland is really far from LA and it's mainly for kids. Who cares if it's mainly for kids, man? I love Legoland. They have a Legoland. The only reason I would go to Legoland is we have a miniature-sized one, like an hour and a half away at Mall of America. We have like a miniature Legoland. It's not obviously not as cool as the actual Legoland, but yeah, it's. I don't know if I would go to LA to make like a 3-hour drive or whatever, 4-hour drive to go there. I mean, we do have a rental car, so any spending money I get and anything like that, that I end up doing extracurricular activities with, I have to consider drive time in there as well, and LA traffic. And I drove in LA, 2 years back, so I know how bad it can get, especially if you're on the highways, especially during rush hour. I got stuck in rush hour one time last time, and I swear it took us like 6 hours to get back to the hotel when it should have only been a half-hour drive. It was crazy. Let me see. Erasmus Gustav, have I spoken with the sources who said to wait until May 7th? No, I've never spoken to those sources. They are not my sources. I'm not vouching for them. I was just a messenger delivering information to the masses. So, yeah. I have not spoken to them, nor do I have contact information for them, nor would I want contact information for them. Because the person who posted it on GameFAQs technically copy-pasted it from 4chan, which is completely anonymous, which means I can't get a hold of the source even if I wanted to. Edward Norton, what did people... Okay, you're asking people in the chat, what did they think of my recent video? Is it actually a dumpster fire? I haven't actually read it in a while. I stopped after I stopped after like 80 comments. Yeah, there's been like 50 more comments. Are people just going nuts? I know the like to dislike ratio, it's a little better than I actually expected. But anyways, I expected a negative reaction to that video, and I've been pleasantly surprised. So far, I would say it hasn't necessarily been a negative reaction to that video. For those wondering, we're talking about the sorry Nintendo, I can't get behind your family plan for Switches Online video. I think that's my most recent video. I keep saying that because there's another video I'm working on that I was going to get out. It's a news video, but I think I'll wait, and I might refilm it with that down angle. I'll save my editorial videos for me not being on camera, or my opinion videos, and then I'll do my my news videos, I think, from that angle where I have my PC. Ooh, PC. I don't know why I have hiccups right now. PC in the background. Sorry. Gotta respond to the old lady. You never leave her hanging. All right. Ryan Lillis, do you think the online is worth it? I don't. Let me be clear about this. I'm going to make a video on this closer to the launch of the actual online in September. I don't think any paid subscription service to access the internet to play a video game when you already bought the system and you already pay for online access because you pay for your internet is worth it. I don't care how many games they pack in with Games with Gold or whatever PlayStation calls it. I don't care how many NES games Nintendo gives us. Bottom line is that I don't think we should ever have to play video games online. Not past our normal internet bill and the cost of the system and the games. Unless it's a game that's heavily reliant on servers. As an example, Crackdown 3, if it uses server computations and everything multiplayer-wise happens on servers, I kind of sort of understand the cost there. It's one reason why I feel like Blizzard is a little more justified in their cost of World of Warcraft than some other games per month because everything's happening on a server. Those servers got to get paid for. They got to be maintained. They don't just exist for free forever. And I know there's examples of free MMOs and stuff like that, but they're not nearly at the scale of World of Warcraft. So there's a lot more cost accrued for that. But personally, I don't think any online subscription just to access the internet is valid. I really don't. I think it's all BS, if I'm being honest. So Do I think the online is worth it? No, because I don't think any of the online subscription services are worth it. However, am I going to end up paying for it? You're goddamn right I am. Because I don't have a choice. Because I want to play my games online. I don't want to not play Mario Kart and Splatoon. Like, I should be speaking with my wallet because I hate these. I should stop paying for Xbox Live. I should stop paying for Nintendo's online system when I start paying for it in September. I know the only way these companies are going to stop charging is if people stop paying. I also know not enough people are going to stop paying for them to stop charging. So I might as well just pay for it because they're not giving me a choice. I want to keep playing Splatoon 2 online, or ARMS, or Mario Kart, or Smash Bros, or Mario Tennis Aces, or heck, maybe even Sushi Striker, you know, because that's apparently going to be in there. Like, I want to still play those games online, so they're kind of forcing me to have to pay for it. But do I ever think it's worth it? Hell no. Even at $20, I don't think it's worth it. But I don't really have a choice, do I? Right? Nintendo's got us by the balls. Everyone else is doing it, so they're gonna do it. And I do pay for Xbox, and you know it's different. Like Netflix, you know, you subscribe to Netflix, you're doing that to get a service. You're doing that specific. Like if they want to offer the NES games as its own separate subscription thing, that's fine. Make that like a Virtual Console or Nintendo Classics or whatever they want to call it, subscription-based model. Separate that out from playing games online. But Nintendo knows this is why they lock their online play of their games behind the service. No one's gonna buy the service, or a lot of people wouldn't buy the service if those multiplayer matches were not locked behind it. So, do I think it's worth it? No. Am I gonna end up paying for it at the end? Yeah. I'll probably even end up with the dang family membership that I was bitching about. What's going on in that subreddit? What is there? Is there some crazy stuff going on in the subreddit? Azumikito wants to know if I've been on our Switch lately. No, I have not. I don't go to Switch's Reddit very much. I go to Nintendo Reddit. Is there a bunch of crap going on over there? Was one of my videos posted over there? I was wondering. One of my videos kind of blew up. I don't know which one. Reset Era. Sell. I don't see anything. I don't see anything too bad. Although I'm not reading the comments, right? So I guess I wouldn't know how bad it is on it. So no, I haven't been over. This is the first time I checked the Switch Reddit maybe ever. I'm not seeing anything too bad. At least just scanning topic headlines. Let me see here. Scroll down. Ooh, lots of questions here. I'll catch up, people. I promise. I kind of backtrack in the chat to try to answer as many questions as we can. Bot and Katos was so good too. But Skies of Arcadia for now is my favorite. Well, it is my answer for now. Next time you ask me, it'll be Bot and Katos. Time after that, it'll be Luigi's Mansion. Like there's so many GameCube games. I'm so torn. Let me see here. What a weird question. This is what's funny. This is funny. I'm not going to hide this question for now because guy's trolling. So, like, Monorochi asked, you know, how many trannies have I smashed this week? Then he follows that up by stop begging for donations. Here's the funny thing. One, I'm not begging. No one has to give me crap. Two, you can't do a troll question like that and follow it up with telling me to stop doing something, because it's very clear by that troll question that you just don't give two shits about my channel or myself. So, where's the woman's underwear? Eric Moore up in here on our bonus stream. Welcome, Eric. No, Darren has not got back to me yet. We could just roll with it tomorrow, and if Darren shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't, maybe I'll look for a replacement. Since Darren's failing at getting guests for the podcast, I guess it's on me, right? Everything's on me. It's Nintendo Prime. It's on me to do everything. So why the women's underwear? Oh, man. I should go put on some. One of these streams I should put on. No, I don't think I can handle a thong. Just being honest. My fiance's got a bunch of thongs. I don't know if I can handle a thong. Erasmus Gustav, have you spoken with your contacts who told you to wait May 7th? No, I don't have any Erasmus Gustav, I don't have any contacts. I was just reporting on something that was posted at GameFAQs that was copy-pasted from 4chan because I couldn't find it on 4chan. So I don't have any context about those E3 rumors. I am not the source of these rumors. I am a messenger. The source link is in the description. Go ask that guy. And that guy probably won't know anything because he copy-pasted from 4chan where everything's anonymous. So I don't have any contacts. I have zero contacts about the rumors. So stop asking me about the rumors. I don't have any contact with marketing. I have no contacts at all. Nothing. I have zero contacts with anyone. I am the most disconnected person probably in the Nintendo community, like in a YouTuber, with anything. I don't even have contacts at Golan Harris anymore. I have zero contacts. Closest contact I have is other YouTubers. Thomas Manor said, Nate, I'm going to be honest. I feel you about the family plan, but I'm the only one who uses my Switch, so it doesn't affect me. I mean, that's the thing. I don't, people are mostly not going to care at the end of the day, and I'm not going to keep bitching about the family plan. I did my one video on it. That's pretty much it. I'm probably not going to mention anything about it unless they make changes to it. So that's the thing. It's not one of those where I'm going to beat the dead horse. There's certain things I would just keep beating on, but that's like, no, you know what? I needed to say that. My next video on it's going to be talking about some of the things I like about the service, even if I don't think it's worth charging money for. I still will talk about the things I like in an upcoming video, but I needed to get that out of the way. But it wasn't so much for me. It was for all the people I've seen. I've seen people on Reset Era, other comment sections, other videos being made where people talk about it, and they have this opinion that I also have, and they just get blasted for it, and it gets buried. So I felt like I needed to make a video kind of standing up for that stance. Being like, look, I'm talking about something that's anti-consumer. You don't have to agree. It's okay, but that's the way I feel about it. So that's that. What just happened? Did we get another super chat? Oh, yeah. It didn't pop up because because I'm not supposed to beg for donations. Thanks, Matthew. Thank you so much, Matthew. Are we going to finish this wine bottle tonight? Probably. Cheers, my man. Let me see here. Blah, 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 blah. Master of Hyrule said, do you think they will show Pokemon Switch this E3? Yeah. I think it'll be the first Pokemon ever revealed at E3. Now, the question is, outside of revealing, will it be at E3? Like, will there be a playable demo? That I'm not sure of. I don't think there will be. I think Pokemon... I flip-flop on this. I want it to come out in 2018. I don't think it's coming out until January or February of next year. But I think it will be unveiled at E3. It'll be one of the surprise, quote-unquote surprise unveilings at E3. And it'll be one of the few that is actually technically a 2019 game, but it's so close to 2018 that we hear about it anyways. And they won't have a demo or anything. Like, maybe they'll play it on Nintendo Treehouse, but there won't be a demo on the floor. That's my guess. Maybe there will be a demo on the floor. I don't know. I feel like Smash is the game they're focusing on. So if they put a demo of Pokemon on the floor, it's going to overshadow Smash. So I just don't think they're going to have an E3 demo for it. But they could definitely have a trailer for it, at least showing the game for the first time. You actually had to hit Nintendo with a broken heart reaction on the Nintendo Online article in the news channel. Ouch. Ultimate Keymaster. Honestly, I didn't leave a like or dislike despite my comment. Yeah, I read your comment, Ultimate Keymaster. You had a few of them on there. Because I just kind of don't get it. Gamer God Wannabe had a better explanation, but nothing the other systems don't. I understand, man. Again. Yeah. As you said, Ultimate Keymaster, you said, I'd agree it sucks that we pay for console online services when we never get much out of it. It's never something I defend. It's just something I get. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I hate it, but I'm going to end up spending the money anyways because I just don't have a choice. I'm given so little freedom of choice here. So we have to spend the money for online services if we want to play the games online. So I'm going to spend it. Don't agree with it, but I'm unwilling to sacrifice playing online because of it. I wish I wish I had the balls to just not pay. But you know what? It's not going to change what's happening. There's plenty of people that will never pay for online services, and it doesn't change the fact the online services exist because enough people are willing to pay. So I might as well pay and just pray something good happens out of it. Matthew Campus says, keep the good work. Thanks, man. Forget the haters. The video you just did comes from a family man's perspective as opposed to my bachelor one. I mean, yeah, there also is the family man perspective. I actually, let me guys know if you're interested in this. A discussion video idea. I kind of had rolling around in my head. I haven't written it down yet because I'm not sure if I want to do it. But I was thinking about making like an editorial or a discussion video about what it's like to be two things. What it's like to be a Nintendo gamer in your 30s. About to turn 32. So I guess what it's like to be a Nintendo gamer in your 30s as a parent, I guess is a good way to put it, because I also have 3 children. So I can kind of wrap my parenting and being I don't know if it's considered an older gamer, but at least not being the same age as a lot of our viewers. Let's put it that way. And then 2, what it's like being a Nintendo YouTuber in my 30s. Because there's a trend I notice with a lot, like now when I talk to more and more Nintendo YouTubers, I'm older than a lot of them. Like all the ones I watch, I am 5+ years older than all of them. I'm older than Spawn Wave. I'm older than Player Essence. I'm older than Bob Wolf. I'm older than I think I'm older than Andre at Game Explain. I'd have to double check. I think he's younger than me. I'm older than the guys at Switch Force. I'm older than Jacob Ocarina. I'm older than CND. Like I'm older than like all these Nintendo YouTubers I watch by like significant margins. And it makes me wonder if I have this unique perspective of doing this YouTube gig as a Nintendo YouTuber full time, and my thoughts on that as someone who is older and trying to make it in this space. Because this space was definitely meant for a younger audience, right? Like YouTube wasn't around when I was 18 for the most part. So, you know, what you know, I'm wondering like 2 different videos on that. Like my perspective of being a Nintendo gamer as I age and become a parent, and then also the perspective of being a Nintendo YouTuber at my age, trying to make it big. You know, just let me know if you're interested in stuff like that. It interests me to talk about it, but whether or not you guys care to see videos on it, it's something I want to wonder. I don't care if the videos only get like 500 views, but I just think it might be something cool to talk about. Because I think my bad videos basically get 500 views. Although our last podcast episode performed like shit. It's at 392 views. God damn. That is really low even for a podcast episode. Our podcast episodes usually get at least 800. So it's all right. Our next episode, which is delayed to tomorrow, it's supposed to come out today, is about the road to E3. So I'm expecting that one to get some good views. Because we're talking about E3, right? Like E3 always drives viewership. Just even the mention of E3 in the title, right? So let me see here. Just a lot of people are upset about the online and virtual console. I mean, yeah, to be expected. How hyped am I for Mega Man Legacies Collection 1 and 2 and Wolfenstein 2? Red Chaos 173, I'm very hyped for Wolfenstein 2. June 29th. See, the fact I know the exact release date lets you know I'm hyped for it, because the games I know the exact release dates for are the ones I'm hyped for the most. I know Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 I think comes out this month, but I don't know the day. So, yeah. Am I going to pick them up if they're priced correctly, which I know the pricing's available, but I don't remember what they're priced at. But if they're at the right price for me, I will probably pick them up. Because I played all those old school Mega Man games. Like, sure, why the hell not? Why not go revisit them a little bit? So I'm not super hyped for them, but I'm cool replaying through some Mega Man, showing you guys my elite Mega Man skills. Only certain Mega Man games am I okay at. Other ones, but yeah, I'm Wolfenstein 2. I am pumped for. Can't wait. I've somehow avoided basically all of the spoilers for this game. You know, it's funny. People always act like it's really hard to avoid spoilers for games. And I understand, like, some things, like, are in the title. As an example, I put up that Smash rumor, and it mentions Crash and Spyro being in Smash Bros. As the rumor. Like, you could argue, oh, geez, that spoiled things. But here's the thing. Did that really spoil the game? Because even if that's announced at E3, you're still going to know it before the game comes out. So, is it really a spoiler? Just because you know it now instead of knowing it, that's not a spoiler. Like, a spoiler to me is knowing pre-release story information or post-release story information. And I have never find it hard to avoid that on any game. And I'm connected to a bunch of YouTubers that post everything. I still remember all the drama over Switch Force, posting all the cutscenes, posting all the boss fights, posting the ending, posting all the stuff from Odyssey. I got all those videos in my feed, and I still avoided them all and avoided spoilers. Like, I don't think it's as hard to avoid spoilers as people think it is. I think what's hard about avoiding spoilers is people inherent want to click. They see the headline and they can't help themselves. So they see the headline like all boss fights in Mario Odyssey, and they're like, I can't help it. I gotta click and watch. And then it's like, then you get mad at the person for posting it. Or even if one of the bosses is spoiled in the thumbnail, I'm going to forget about it like 2 seconds later because I'm just scrolling by. So, I don't know. Just kind of my little tangent off of that. Let me scroll down here. Eric's here in spirit. Well, Eric literally was here a moment ago, but I don't think he stayed around. You had to get the RCB reference in here. You did say ask me anything. Yeah, Eric, man. Roller chair ball reference. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Do I support Trump? Do I support Trump? What I'll say about Trump, because I don't really like to talk about politics, but I'll answer your question because we don't talk about politics here. What I'll say is he is the leader of our country, or at least of my country, and I always hope that he leaves the country in a better state than when he took over, whether or not that's in a couple years or whether or not he's here for another 6 years or whatever. I always hope, no matter who is president, whether I like them or not, whether I agree with them or not, that when they leave, the country's in a better state than when they started. It's not always true. I don't know yet if it's going to be true on Trump. Even though it's been a couple years, I still think the jury is out. Or it hasn't quite been a couple years, but close. So, yeah, I mean, that's really all I'm going to say on that. I'm not going to comment on anything else about him. I always hope, like I do with any public official that's in office, that they perform their job well. And right now, I don't know enough of the effects of the stuff he has done to know if he's performed his job well enough yet. So that's all I'm going to say. Let's see here. Hey, JP Flowers. Hey, Nate. Been a long time. Quick question. You going to buy an Atari VCS? No interest whatsoever. I didn't grow up with Atari. I have played some Atari games because my dad grew up with Atari. I have no interest in the Atari VCS. Never did, never will. Everything I hear about it sounds like crap. Sounds like a waste of money. It's just not worth it to me. If I was a general gaming channel, if I was more like a Dreamcast guy or a Spawnwave or something, or RGT, where I covered a lot more non-Nintendo stuff, maybe I would pick it up out of curiosity, but no. I have no interest. I'm not going to pick it up. I have no work-related reason to pick it up, and I have no personal reason to even want to put in an order for it, so no. Eric says, think they'll announce a test Smash that goes live directly after the E3 presentation? No. Nope, because they're not going to want people playing Smash Bros. When they are literally going to be live streaming a tournament of Smash Bros. The finals that day. So they're not going to, no, it's not going to happen. Plus, they've never done that. I mean, I know they've been doing it, they did it with ARMS and Splatoon, but like those are newer franchises, whereas Smash is not. So they're not going to. Edward Norton with the $1 super chat. Let me Gotta get the shot in. Gotta get the shot. Gotta get the shot in. Gotta get the shot. Hey, I think episode 63 of the podcast just landed in my inbox. I'm sure if I download it, it's going to lag the stream. You know what? Let's find out. Shall we? Let's download the podcast from my email. From, I'd say, our editor. He's our podcast editor. Oh, nope. He's just letting me know. No, he's letting me know it won't be ready till tomorrow. It's okay. I already didn't plan to post it till tomorrow. Let me see here. Hey, Chad Middleton. I saw him say hello. So, Makito, will we be able to upgrade from the original $20 sub to the family package? Of course, I'm sure. That'd be dumb if you can't. So yeah, I'm sure they'll let you upgrade for 15. Let me see here. Nintendo YouTuber says parent separate perspectives. Chad Middleton, am I boycotting Solo? I didn't like The Last Jedi and the way Lucasfilm is acting now. I liked The Last Jedi. I didn't really like the ending of The Last Jedi, if I'm being honest. But I liked the overall movie of The Last Jedi. And no, I'm not boycotting Solo. Why would I boycott Solo? I also liked Rogue One. You know, I don't rank The Last Jedi as one of my favorite Star Wars movies, but it's not as bad as the episodes 1 through 3 for me personally. So no, I'm not boycotting it. I don't have any reason to. I know some people don't like the yearly Star Wars stuff. But how much Nintendo Switch costs? $300, $299 Gaming Pro in the US. I think there's actually a £299 version in the UK right now that actually has Mario Odyssey included. I don't know if that's more expensive than it normally is in the UK or what, because I don't live there. There are older YouTube gamers like Metal Jesus. Yes. Okay, so Edward Norton. When I talked about my perspective being an older YouTuber, I didn't mean that there aren't older gaming YouTubers. Richard Review Tech USA is older than me. I'm talking about Nintendo community specific, not general gaming. There are older general gaming people than me, for sure. But general gaming has a wide appeal from teenagers all the way through like your 50s and 60s. I'm talking about Nintendo YouTuber specific, where all we do is cover Nintendo stuff. I think I'm among the oldest. I'm probably not the oldest. I'm sure you'll find someone out there that are older, but ones that only do Nintendo stuff like me, I'm pretty sure I'm among the oldest of like the ones that have, say, over 10,000 subs. Let me see here. I'm not 35. No, I'm going to be 32 in, wow, a little less than 2 months. July 5th. I'll be 32, and I'll be hosting a live stream. If everything goes right, I'll be hosting a karaoke birthday live stream extravaganza. I'll probably have a birthday hat on and maybe some cake or something. I don't know. Might try to open a P.O. box before then. That doesn't mean people have to send me things for my birthday, of course, but some people have asked about sending me things in the past. I don't have a P.O. box. I typically don't allow it. But I might open a P.O. box eventually to allow fan mail. Maybe we just have some fans that want to draw me some pictures and stuff. I always think that's cool when I see other people get those drawings. I can put them right up next to my children's drawings. Or like, here's my fan art wall. Here's my children wall. Like the wall that people usually don't see a lot of. I'll probably put it up. Or maybe I'll put it on a wall where I want people to see it. Maybe it'll appear in news videos or something. I don't know. Let me see here. Erasmus Gustav, would I go on Spawncast? Sure. He's never asked me, though. There are people that have asked him to put me on, but he's literally never contacted me, never retweeted me. He hasn't responded to me contacting him to ask about my podcast. I don't know if it's just he's never heard of me or watched my content, or if he just doesn't like me or like my content. And I have no idea. I know me and Player Essence get along. I've worked with Dreamcast Guy in the past. I don't think I've ever talked to RGT either. I could be wrong, though. I'd have to go back through my Twitter DMs and check. But yeah, I would definitely go on Spawncast Live if I was invited and it happened to be a Saturday that I had the time. But never been invited, so. David, he will be 32, yeah. Dreamcast Guy's 32. Yeah, but see, again, Dreamcast Guy, although he's the same or a little bit older than me, Dreamcast Guy, one, he looks younger than me. He's got that kind of baby face thing going on. Good for him. And he's a general YouTuber, like a general gaming YouTuber. He's not technically a Nintendo YouTuber. He's all of gaming. Even though Dreamcast guy would suggest he's a Sega gamer, you know, just it's kind of a throwback to a system he loved. Honestly, Smash needs a test Smash more than Splatoon or ARMS. Given Smash's super spotty history with online play, it really needs a stress test to get it right. But it won't. There's multiple reasons Splatoon and ARMS did test punches and whatever it was before, but it was Splat something with Splatoon, because those were new IPs. That's why they does it. Like, they talk that it's about stressing the servers. It's also about testing the appeal of the games, because Nintendo was trying to get ARMS and Splatoon as new IPs in front of as many people as they could. Whereas Smash is not a new IP. They do not need a test punch of sorts to sell the game. So they're not going to do it. It's just not going to happen. Let me see here. Obi-Wan Plays is older than me. Is he? Good for him. I suppose he would count as a Nintendo-only YouTuber. How many subs does he have these days? I used to report on some of Obi-Wan's whacked out, hyped as hell rumors way back in the day at Zelda Informer. He's bigger than me. He's got 50,000 subs. Good for him. Good for him. He's doing all right for himself. He's streaming right now himself. 72 people. He's a very boisterous person. He likes to yell a lot. I can get excited. I can get ranty. I can have my moments of hype, but he'll be like high level 100% energy all the time. I think I could maintain that for an hour, but he can do that for like hours and hours in every video. It's crazy how high energy Obi-Wan is. Especially since he's older than me, so good for him. He's in better shape than I am, though. That helps too. Obviously, the better shape you're in, the more energy you have, blah, blah, blah. Eric left. All right, man. Well, if you're still happen to be watching, see you later, bud. Podcast tomorrow. Let's see here. Do I watch DGR? Maybe. Don't know who DGR is based on the initials. Obi-Wan did a video saying he was 33 a couple of years ago. Yeah, all right. So he's like 35, 36. Good for him. Good for him. He's someone I would describe as a Nintendo YouTuber. I mean, literally on his channel it says daily Nintendo prizes, tournaments, news, gaming vlogs. I suppose. I mean, if you're just reading his banner, it's like you would think he's giving away prizes every day, doing tournaments every day, reporting news every day, gaming every day, and doing vlogs every day. Whereas what I know what he's really describing is the wide breadth of his videos. These are all the things he does, rather than it's just that daily thing. Just throws me off how it describes it. But man, dude, and his thumbnails, those are crazy. He's just like literally screenshotting his streams for his thumbnails, which does not look good in my opinion. But you know what? It works for him. You know what? Everyone's got their jam, right? Let me see here. I don't know even why I'm bothering to look through his channel. I know who Obi-Wan is. I used to watch this stuff. J Senator 06. Last time you watched my stream, you hurt your knee. I hope you're okay. Yeah, my knee still hurts from that day. That day that it happened, it still hurts. It's a lot better than it was that day, but I can't remember. Since that day, I have not had a single day where I haven't been limping at one point or another. I can run again, so I can run, but it's painful. It's getting better, though. It's getting stronger. It's getting back to hopefully where I need it to be when I go to E3. What sucks about E3, and I know this from last time, because I haven't been on a plane since last time I went to E3, riding planes really sucks for me. It's very uncomfortable. The pressure change makes my knee feel like it's got like mini explosions going on for the whole 3-hour flight. It sucks. And there's not much I can do about it except distract myself. So I try to watch good movies, try to play Switch. But, yeah, it just gets crazy. All sorts of crazy for me. Let's see here. Scroll down. Mega Man Legacy Collection. See, I knew it came out this month. Well, that was, I'm way more hyped for Wolfenstein 2, which I know the date was June 29th. Watch, I'm wrong on that date. I'm like 99.9% sure it's June 29th. I would bet my entire bank account, which isn't much. That is June 29th. Let's see here. Scrolling down. Ultimate Keymaster, I wish I could have your ability to forget spoilers after seeing them for just 2 seconds, because I sadly can't just forget them. It heavily sticks out to me. Well, like, even when I see, like, there'll be times, like, I saw one of the Mario Odyssey bosses in a thumbnail before I played the game. But the thing is when I got to that boss in Odyssey, and I'm like, man, I remember seeing this boss in a thumbnail. But here's the thing. I had no context for that boss beforehand. And I'm one of those people that when I play a game, context matters a lot. So, like, when I watched the Xenoblade 2 video during a live stream earlier, and it had some story spoilers because it was late game. It was showing off a glitch. Yeah, it's cool that I got that spoiler, but it doesn't bother me because I don't have the context behind that spoiler. So, when I don't have the context, the spoiler doesn't mean anything to me. That's the way I am. Like, I'm not going to say I never remember things I've seen, but it's things like without the context, it doesn't matter. So once I have the context, it matters, but by then I'm already at that point in the game anyways, right? So that's where I'm different with spoilers, is that context matters so much to me with spoilers. I don't care if you show me an image of an end boss. It means jack shit to me until I know the context that led up to that moment. Let me see here. What surprise games out of left field do I think Nintendo will announce for Switch or 3DS? Well, at E3, they're only announcing Switch games during the whatever event, digital event they used to call it, but whatever they call it this year. They might announce 3DS games during Treehouse. Out of left field, an F-Zero game. I mean, you said out of left field. I could go Snowboard Kids too, but that's not going to happen. So, like, F-Zero, just out of nowhere, just dropping an F-Zero game. Because they want to give us more time until Mario Kart 9, so they're going to drop an F-Zero game in there. Like, just toss it out there and see how it does. Just totally out of left field. I mean, you said it, so there I did it. I mean, I could say they're porting Mother 3 finally, but... or officially releasing it. I'm pretty sure Mother 3 at this point has been translated and ported by Nintendo. It's just never released. Let's see here. Anthony Pereira, Xbox or PlayStation? Very interesting question. When it comes to exclusive games, PlayStation. When it comes to ecosystem and better controller, I like Xbox. So both. I'm not one of those people that like, oh my gosh, Nintendo is like 20 billion times better than everyone else. Like, nah, like, I'm a gamer, man. I'm a gamer first before I'm a Nintendo fan. So yeah, like, they both have their merits. So, and I especially love how well Xbox can interact with my PC and all. Like, I actually really like that functionality. So it won't be for everyone, of course, but. Let's see here. And right now, if you have a 4K TV and all you like is multi-platform games like Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed, Xbox One X is the way to go for that. But again, for exclusive games, go with PlayStation. You get your God of Wars, MLB The Show. That's a big one I like because I like sports games. Lots of that good stuff coming out now. It has been coming out for the past couple of years. Titanium Brain, should I keep my name as it is or change it to Titanium Brainium? Dude, aren't you the one that used to be called Suck Me? Like, I think you've changed your name 2 or 3 times. You do what you want. It's your account. It's your account. You do what you need with it. Let me see. Personally, didn't want to see Rogue One because it replaced Kyle Cannon's story with old EU for no reason. Yeah. But I wasn't that deep into the lore, so I didn't care. That's my thing with like the new Star Wars stuff. When they retconned all that lore, like I didn't read or know about any of it. So I mean I knew it existed, but I was more of I just saw the movies. I'm just a movie guy. Movies and I played some games. That's the way I've always been with Star Wars. Didn't read comics, didn't read any of the books. So none of that stuff mattered to me too much. Let's see. Am I ever going to make a podcast with Beat 'em Ups? I have contacted Beat 'em Ups. He's never responded to me. So am I ever going to make a contest? I would never say never. Or a podcast with him. I would never say never. I'm sure if my channel had over 100,000 subs, he would have responded to me. It's funny how that happens. When YouTubers hit a certain level of subs, they start to stop talking to the people that are, I guess, significantly below them. So at where Beat 'em Ups is, he's not going to respond to me. I'm a 33,000 sub channel. He ain't going to talk to me. He's not gonna throw me a bone and help me out and appear on my podcast and help promote it. That's not happening. Not everyone's like She Says, man. She Says is a very, very nice dude. Doesn't care how many subs you have. If you're making content he enjoys, like he even comments on some of my videos. Like if you make content he enjoys, he's gonna check you out, and if he likes it and you invite him to do stuff and he has time, he'll do it. Like that's the kind of person he is. Not everyone's like that. And I'm not saying that the guy from Beat 'em Ups, I don't know his actual name. I apologize. I'm sure it's out there. I just don't know it. That he might be the nicest guy in the world too, but I've tried contacting him I think 3 or 4 times. He's never once responded. So at this point, and through multiple methods. So at this point, I just think he just doesn't care about channels that are smaller than him. That's my opinion. Don't know him, but let me see. I find Obi-Wan to be annoying. Everyone's got their thing. Potato Man says, do I think Nintendo will announce a Persona 5 port this E3? No. I don't think so. Sadly. I'm not a big Persona fan, but I know I have some friends that are. But sadly, I don't think it's going to happen. Anthony Martinez saying hi from Honolulu, Hawaii. Fuck you. Can I go to Honolulu right now? Instead of Wisconsin? Can we switch places? I would love to switch places. All right. Let me see here. Thomas Manor says, is there a particular game you hope gets announced at E3? That I hope gets announced. Man, a particular game. I'll probably start drinking my water here. A particular game I hope gets announced at E3. Madden for Switch. Is that a cop-out? Just some new Zelda game. Top-down Zelda game, specifically. But if it's like a Majora's Mask, and then whatever. Like, they Majora Mask Breath of the Wild, then fine. Like, just, I don't know why. It just, because Breath of the Wild came out early last year, it just feels like forever since it came out, right? Like, it's so weird to say that, but it does feel like forever ago to me. So it feels like I'm ready for a new Zelda. Probably not going to happen. Not this E3. Next E3 is probably the earliest we could really expect to see a new Zelda game, but I would love to see one announced. Advance Wars, that's a good one too. Sorry to hear about your knee. Prayers for good recovery. I mean, it's just, it happens. It's going to be happening the rest of my life with my knee. Even after I lose weight. I'm not going to say if I lose weight. Even after I do lose weight, have that positive attitude. Yeah, I'm not going to, it's still going to be a problem. So it just sucks. Though I'm not looking forward to the flights, even though we're flying on Delta, specifically because based on I've been on Southwestern, I've been on Delta, I've been on a few different planes. The Delta ones were the most comfortable to me, and I need to try to be comfortable. If I had the money, I would fly first class, but I mean $2,000 one way, fuck that. But yeah, I need to be as comfortable as I possibly can be. Because my knee hurts so bad, I kind of fidget and move a lot, and I gotta be careful. Like, I don't want to sit by people and disturb them if they're napping or whatever. So, but yeah, the flights are painful. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna try wearing a lidocaine patch the whole flight this time, but I don't think it's gonna make a difference, to be honest. Obi does prize tournaments daily. Really? And he buys his sponsors Xbox Ones. Well, good for him. Holy crap. Oh, he's got a Patreon. How big is his Patreon? He must make a decent chunk of money. He's got 166 patrons. It's way more than me. And his lowest tier is $5. So holy crud. So that means he makes what? Let me bust out the old calculator here. Bare minimum, if all 166 were $5 backers, he's making $830 a month just off Patreon, at least. And probably more because he's got a $10 tier and a $20 tier. Well, good for him, man. He probably is doing it full time then. Plus, he's got his ad revenue and super chats and like good for him. Like I'm loading up his stream right now. I'm actually curious. Like, does he get? I'm gonna mute him. Does he get like crazy super chat money? I'm actually just curious. Or donation money because he does have donations too. Well, good for him. I'm always happy to see guys doing well. I'm gonna pause the stream. I just don't want to lag things out. Nate, do I like to draw and am I good at it? Do I like to draw? That's a good question. I used to. I used to actually draw a lot. I don't really do it anymore. Am I good at it? I think that's like a subjective thing. I would say because I post fan art all the time, no, I suck. Like, people who actually do it as a passion, they're way better than me. But I think I'm okay. What I'm actually really good at as an artist is looking at something and then drawing that something. Looking at something and drawing that something. Whether it's another piece of art or whether it's like, oh, I'm looking at this bottle of Hollister, cologne. Doing this, grabbing my piece of paper and drawing. And I like drawing in pencil, and then going over it with pen, and then coloring it and shading it, etc. I like using color pencils for that stuff as well. I suck. Like if I went up on this whiteboard, like I turn the camera and say, "Oh, let me draw something on this whiteboard," it's gonna suck. I can't. It's weird. Okay, let me. It's hard to show. I'm not gonna show it on the. I'll just grab a whiteboard pen just to show you though. So I'm right-handed. And so, like, when most people write, they write like this, right? You know, right-handed. Left-handed, they sometimes are a little bit like this. But right-handed, this is how people write and draw. And this is how I'll do it on the whiteboard, right? Like, I'll try to go like this, and I suck at it. So how I draw and how I write is like this. This makes it very hard to do good drawings on a whiteboard because I'm always erasing myself as I'm drawing. Because my arm's always rubbing. It was actually really common when I was in school and drawing. Or just for fun, I would get pencil. Like, this would just be silver because I would be rubbing pencil on me all the time. Pen too. I think I'm supposed to be left-handed if I'm honest. There's some things I'm way better at with my left hand than my right, but I was raised right-handed, so that's just kind of a thing that happened. So can I draw? Yes. Am I good at it? I wouldn't say good, but I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm out of practice, but I've always been good at especially to look at and draw something you see kind of thing. Someone spoiled the Mario Odyssey ending for you. Okay. Update for Splatoon 2 just dropped. That's nice. Updates for Splatoon are dropping all the time. Unless it's the update, the Octoling update, but that's not until summer. So, did I find my Doom cartridge? Nope. Sucks. I mean, I've got... Oh, that's... I can't lose that. That's an SD card. I mean, I've got Rhyme now. Haven't put it in my Switch yet. I haven't put the Toy-Con Labo one in my Switch either. I'm waiting to do the Labo one because I'm going to record a video with my daughter for Labo. I'm going to try to get that video in this weekend. So, there is that. But yeah, good. I mean, glad for Obi-Wan that he does all that cool stuff for his people. I wish I made the kind of money where I could pay my bills and then buy people stuff all the time. Like expensive stuff. That's really cool. Cool of him. Did I watch Infinity War yet? Yes, I have, Titanium. Alex Wood is Beat 'em Up's name. Okay, cool. Hi, how am I doing tonight? Says Kevin Ranchkowski. I am doing just fine, Kevin. How about you? Golden Ziggler says good evening. Nice. You also wish offline Switch data transfer was a thing. I wish there was a way to do local backups to micro SD cards. on, or even if you can't do that, if you could hook it up into your dock and then plug a thumb drive in, like you could, like on PlayStation 4, you can do local backups of your files with a thumb drive. Like I wish you could do that on Switch, but you can't. The only way to do it is cloud backups. Good thing, it's very good that we're getting cloud backups, and I don't even mind paying for it. But I just don't think that should be the only method. Top-down Zelda for 3DS based on Only Between Worlds engine for the win. I don't want it based on Only Between Worlds. You know, we got Only Between Worlds, we got Triforce Heroes. Let's get something new. Let's get something fresh out there, right? Let's get a new art style. Oh my, you're drinking water this time. I do have a Kickstart as well. And another one that's not opened yet, which I might not even get to tonight. This is just for my energy, to keep my energy up. Even if I wasn't streaming right now, I'd be working on videos, so I'd still be working. But yes, I'm trying to drink water in between any sort of caffeinated beverage or something I have. One, it makes me drink less caffeine, and rely less on sugary beverages. And two, it's just healthier for me. Now, granted, this is technically a flavored water, Propel. But you know what? If I replaced everything I drank with just Propel, I would be a billion times healthier. So, it's a step in the right direction, right? I'm not a huge fan of plain water, so if it takes something like Propel to make me drink more water, then yeah, fuck yeah, I'm going to be drinking a hell of a lot more Propel. Let's see here. Dynamic Kirby. Oh, I'm sorry. Seeking Solutions also had a question. Does Labo appeal to me? Here, let me answer that question for you. Hold on. I've got a lot of stuff on my podcast table over here. I gotta do a little cleaning of the old office here. Because when I got the shelf in, I reorganized some stuff and I haven't put everything away. Does Labo appeal to me? Well, you tell me. Does Labo appeal to me? I mean, I only bought it. The thing is, I haven't tried it yet, so I can't tell you if I enjoy it. But yeah, it appeals to me. That's why I have it. And that's why I have the Labo Toy-Con 1 here, but haven't bought the robot kit yet. So I need to try out the variety kit, see if I enjoy it. Then maybe I'll give the robot kit a try if I really, really enjoy it. Let's see here. Dynamic Kirby. I know Virtual Console is dead, but why do you people think that we'll get just NES games and that's it for the rest of the Switch's lifespan? Nope. I think this is the Netflix Virtual Console we've been wanting. Well, for starters, a lot of people don't actually want a Netflix-style Virtual Console. I know that because I said last year that I wanted a Netflix-style Virtual Console, and a bunch of people disliked my video and told me I'm garbage for wanting that. So some people would like a Netflix-style Virtual Console, whether it's download-based or streaming, but not everyone. So there's that. In addition, I don't know if you could still call it Virtual Console at that point, because Virtual Console references a specific method of delivery of games, so Virtual Console would still be dead as we know it. Now, as for the rest of the Switch's lifespan, what you have to remember is what they are doing, or what they have promised. They said specifically last year, we will give you free NES games with online multiplayer, blah, 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 all that stuff. So they are the ones that said just NES. So when you say, you know, nope, you think there's going to be more, there's going to be this, there's going to be that, Nintendo hasn't given us a reason to believe there's going to be more than NES. We're going to be close to 2 years, about a year and a half, into the lifespan of Switch, which probably has 4, 5, 6 more years on the market. So we're going to be approaching about a quarter of the way through the Switch's lifespan, and we're just getting NES games, and they promised more NES games in the future. All Nintendo has talked about is NES games. Until they give me a reason to believe it's going to be more than NES games, I'm not just going to assume there's going to be more than NES games. See, this is where there's sometimes a disconnect in the conversation about Virtual Console or anything with Nintendo. Like I'll read one thing and then people will say, well, like the Virtual Console is dead thing. Technically, Nintendo doesn't say it's dead. They're just not delivering Virtual Console. They have no plans to deliver Virtual Console in the way they've done it before. Okay, fine. So that to you, that might not mean Virtual Console is quote unquote dead. It means they're going to do the Netflix service. But where in that quote does it say, but we're going to do a Netflix service? Where in that quote does it say, but we're going to put all these games on the Nintendo Switch Online service? It doesn't. What I do is I read when I read quotes like that, I take them at face value. I don't read them and say, yeah, but. Because Nintendo hasn't given us a reason to think, yeah, but. Nintendo hasn't told us we're getting more than NES games. So until that happens, you can think that's going to happen, but you have literally no proof or evidence that it's going to. So when you say that's what it's going to be, it's like, but why? Because you want it to be that way, right? Like, you want it to be a Netflix-like service that has SNES and N64 and you know, DS games and GameCube eventually. That's what you want it to be, but Nintendo's never indicated that's what it's going to be. They have said NES games the entire time. Doesn't mean times can't change, and I would love to be wrong. I would very much love to be wrong. This is not one of those things I want to be right on, but until Nintendo gives me any other indication otherwise, I have no reason to even remotely believe that. I can make a video about how I want that to happen, and I did do that, and that's the one thing I hated last year, but I don't think that's actually happening. Thomas Manor would love Madden for Switch. My boy, Madden, let's do it. That's my fist bump for you. Or maybe you want to high five it for that Madden on Switch reference. It's been a while since the last top-down Zelda. 2013? Was that when Triforce Heroes came out? I think that was the last. I think, right? Because I think Link Between Worlds was 2011. I want to say. God. I used to know these dates like I used to know all these Zelda dates like that, but now that I don't cover Zelda all the time daily, some of the things that don't matter as much anymore, like the dates, I kind of get fuzzy on a little bit. You literally used to know the exact month, year, and day that every single Zelda game in the series released through Triforce Heroes. Now I don't remember shit. I remember Breath of the Wild came out March 3rd, but that's the most recent released game, so does that really count as knowing that? Plus Switch came out that day, so it's a very easy day to remember. Let's see here. Nate draws anime. No, I definitely do not draw anime. I don't know if I've ever drawn anime, to be honest. Let's see here. Oh, Vampire 3 King, welcome to the stream. Is this your first time watching? Maybe. I have no idea if it is, but if it is, thank you for tuning in. I don't know if my sub count's working, by the way. I'm not because we haven't gotten any new subs during the stream. That's not unusual. I mean, usually we end up with 1 or 2, but it's whatever. But yeah, because I've lost 8 subs. In the time since I started the stream, boom, we lost 8 subscribers. I don't know if it's from the video or from the live stream, but it is what it is. People are going to like or dislike me, and that's just the way it is. I can't make you guys like me. I just hope you enjoy my content and like my personality, and if you hate it, you hate it. I'm not the channel for you. There's a billion other YouTube channels in the world. Let me see. Nintendo's new announcement at E3, Labo Amiibos. Oh my god, no. I mean, they could, I guess. They have that one Labo where it's like a guy with a Joy-Con strapped on his back. I suppose you could make that into an Amiibo. That'd be kind of weird. Or they make Toy-Con Amiibos, which are just the Joy-Con controllers in the form of an Amiibo. Gabriel Gillen says, who's hyped for Hyrule Warriors, though? Not me. Don't even know when it comes out. Is that this month? Probably this month. I've seen some more commercials for it. Not me. I played Hyrule Warriors on 3DS, and I played it on Wii U. This game offers 0 new content except a couple costumes. So I have no hype for it at all. I realize this is, if you didn't buy Hyrule Warriors before, buy this, because it has all the content in one game, instead of needing to own 2 different games to get all the content. In HD, that is anyways. But, yeah. No, I have no interest in buying Hyrule Warriors again for the 3rd time. Not right now anyways. I sunk hundreds of hours into the 3DS one and the Wii U one. I just don't really feel like doing it again when I already know everything's going to happen. Be different if it was Hyrule Warriors 2. I'd be all up in that. You should cut up some fruit and put in a pinch of water in your fridge. Flavored water is great. I don't like that kind of flavored water. I know, right? That makes me a bad person. I like the artificially flavored Propel, but I don't like the naturally flavored water. I actually have a water bottle that's like that, where you can put fruit in it, and then it kind of holds it in place, and then you can like shake it up and just wait a little bit, and it flavors your water like watermelon or strawberries or whatever you put in there. I just don't like that at all. And it's probably because, if I'm being honest, one, I don't eat a lot of fruit. I don't really like fruit that much. Is that a weird thing to say? I'm a vegetable guy, but I don't like drinking vegetables. Like I hate vegetable juice. I hate V8 juices and stuff. I just that stuff tastes disgusting to me. But I like veggies. I like eating carrots. I like eating. I don't really like lettuce, but you throw some sort of seasoning on it or whatever, I'll eat it. Cucumbers, pickles, black olives, regular green olives, with the stuffed red pit in it or whatever. I just like veggies. Now that doesn't mean I hate fruit. Like I love apple pie. I just don't like it that much. If that makes sense. I don't know how much sense that makes. So I think the reason why I like these artificial flavor, like this kiwi strawberry, that's clearly, it says naturally flavored with other natural flavors. I'm sure the flavor in here, like I'm looking at the ingredients, it just literally says natural flavor, and that could be, that could be anything. Plus, there's sodium citrate in here, and a little bit of ascorbic acid, although the fruit has that too. So, yeah, it's one of those things where I probably end up liking the more artificially flavored stuff just because I've been drinking lots of this my whole life. Not necessarily like kickstarts, but just like caffeinated fake beverages, like Orange Crush as an example. So I just like those flavors, which aren't the actual flavors of oranges or the actual flavors of strawberries. So like I go back and I have strawberries. I still think strawberries are good. Chocolate dipped strawberries are amazing. I still think raspberries, blueberries, I think they're all fine. I just never have a desire to eat them because they're not so good tasting that I want them. But yet I like veggies. It's just I'm a veggie guy. It's just the way it is. So yeah, I will not. I've tried that. I will not drink that water even with it. I even have watermelon fresh cut upstairs that I bought today. I ate some of it, but I will not put it in a water drink and do it. It just doesn't taste good enough to me. It's not powerful enough, not potent enough. So don't get mad at me. If Propel is my path to drinking more water, just be happy that I'm drinking more water. Okay, just be happy for me. Can we just get a happy for me instead of? Now this is what's funny, and I understand that people are just trying to give advice, and it's because they care about me and they're trying to help me get healthier. What I will say is, for once, when you see me doing something a little bit healthier, can we just get like a high five or a clap and just say I'm proud of you, Nate? Like, why does it have to be, oh, you should put fruit in the thing? Like, why can't you just be happy I'm drinking Propel? I don't know. Personal gripe because obviously I have my own reservations about my weight. You think I like editing videos and then I see a double chin action? God, that double chin pisses me off more than my belly does. Or do you think I like going through my closet to find shirts to wear for streams or like for like my videos and none of them fit me quite right? I hate that. Do you think I like getting on a Prime News video and you see some man boobies up in here? Like, do you think I like that shit? I'm embarrassed by that crap. But you have to be a little bit comfortable in your own skin. Like, I can't hate myself. If I hate myself, I'm not going to get better. So I am who I am, and I just hope I slowly over the years here, you guys start noticing me getting a little bit healthier. It's not going to be as staunch as like a gastric bypass surgery like I think that one YouTuber got. But I'm hoping over time you just see slow improvements. Let's see here, especially this summer. I'm going to be hitting it hard this summer. And then we'll see how well I keep it going in the winter. You'd love a remake of Zelda 2 for Switch. I would love one as well. I love Zelda 2. It was my favorite Zelda. It's my second favorite Zelda now. Let's see here. You're trying to kick the soda habit yourself. I'm not trying to kick my soda habit. I don't think my entire life I'm ever going to not drink soda. What I want to do, however, is get it under control. To give you an example, this is my second kickstart today. Now, if I had one kickstart in the morning, one kickstart for my live stream, that's okay for me. It's what, 80 calories, I think? Yeah, 80 calories. Yeah, there's 7% of my sodium, but it's got a lot of vitamin C in here. To be fair, this is why I drink kickstarts. There's a lot of energy drinks out there that are absolutely just freaking horrid for you. Kickstart's actually one of the better energy drinks out there. And just for health reasons. That's why I drink Kickstarts. If everyone would wonder like why I don't drink any of the other energy drinks out there, like this is actually one of the healthier ones. But it's weird, a Mountain Dew product is one of the healthier ones. But if that was it, I'd be fine. But what will happen is I'll drink. This is my second one, and I drank my first one right before the stream. So what'll happen is I'll drink like 3 or 4 of these a night, and then during the day I'll have, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 more glasses of soda, and that's a lot. If I could get it down to like no kickstarts, because I end up not needing the energy because I've lost weight and I have more energy, and then just to like only having sodas with meals, right? Like for lunch and dinner, if I have a soda with my lunch and a soda with my dinner, no big deal. But in between, I just drink water. That's what I ideally want to do. I don't want to get rid of soda because like I'm one of those things. You only live once. I like soda. It's not just the addiction. I like the taste of soda. I like it, so I don't want to give it up. But I want to have it in a controlled way where I only have it, that couple times a day at meal time when I'm already consuming a bunch of calories, which will also help burn the calories of soda off faster because it's entering my body at the same time other high calorie food, might be entering. So like when I have a 600 or even 1,000 calorie meal because I just happen to be splurging or whatever, putting the soda in then is better to do than trying to put it in later. But anyways. The big thing is times like this, making sure I'm drinking water instead of soda. But I'm not to that point yet, obviously, because I could stop soda cold turkey. I've done it before, but I don't want to do it. I want to get it down to moderation. Let's see here. Scroll down. We have some good questions in here. I'm trying to figure out where I was. Okay, that's where I was. In other words, VC isn't truly dead. It says Dynamic Kirby. Is the new VC through the online service streaming or download like Game Pass? We don't know. We have no idea. That amount of information is not currently available. Link Between Worlds was way later than the launch year of the 3D. Oh yeah, duh. Why did I think that? Wasn't A Link Between Worlds in 2013 and then God, I keep forgetting. It's 2018. Holy shit. Yeah, A Link Between Worlds, I think, hold on. I'm pretty sure it was 2013. I think I got all my date and then Triforce Heroes was 2015. Hold on. A Link Between Worlds. That came out. Yeah, that came out 2013 and I'm guessing Triforce Heroes came out 2015. Triforce Heroes 2015, yeah. Sorry, everything was off by 2 years in my head. For some reason, for a brief moment, I thought that it was 2016, right? God damn, it's 2018. I'm getting old, man. I am old as fuck. Let's see here. Is the new VC through the... Oh, yeah, we talked about that. Again, and I'm not, Zach Sweetster, I'm not calling it Virtual Console right now. When people say the new Virtual Console through the online system, all they've said is NES games. I'm not calling something that's just NES games Virtual Console. So, until they make it clear we're getting more than just NES games, it's not a Virtual Console replacement. It's not. It's just another way to sell you, another way to make you get their online subscription is all it is. It's equivalent to Xbox Games of Gold. In my opinion. Let's see here. Good day. How's everyone doing? Hey, Ryan Smith. I'm doing all right. The C-Mate. Do you want Crash Bandicoot on Smash Bros. For Switch? Sure. Why the hell not? I dream of a day that all the old mascots from when I was younger are in the same game on Smash Bros. It's just a dream of mine. Crash is one of the ones that used to be viewed as the mascot for Sony. So it'd be kind of cool to see Crash in Smash. Plus it rhymes. Like they could do, they like their puns with Smash Bros. Ads. So imagine Crash has joined Smash or whatever voice they get to do it. Like it's just, or Smash the Crash or whatever they decided. I don't know. I'm not a marketer, so. Dynamic Curve says, I mean Virtual Console as in playing old classics. Plus, when Nintendo originally announced the online service, didn't they say NES and SNES games with online functionality? Correct me if I'm wrong. No, they said NES games. They said NES games with online functionality. They never said SNES. From what I can recollect. So, my memory might be fuzzy. Again, I literally just thought it was 2016, so let's be real here. You might be right. I'd have to go back and look. Another thing, I can go back and look at my videos. I think I made a video about it back then. Another thing I want to talk about there as well is that if that's all that means Virtual Console to you, then the NES Classic and the SNES Classic, are those Virtual Console for you as well? It's a way to play old games. I know what you mean. You mean like on a system that plays other games. But yeah, I'm not going to consider a Virtual Console until it actually is offering Virtual Console-like games, which means not just one system, not just one platform. They did only, yeah. Okay, so Ultimate Key Masters, they did only mention NES games at first. Well, that means all they've ever mentioned is NES games. So when you say at first, I think that means, yeah, that's it. They've never mentioned anything other than NES. Because I don't recall Nintendo ever mentioning anything other than NES games for this online service. I'm like 90% sure it was just NES games. So, yeah. Until we get Nintendo talks about more than that, there's no reason to think. Jay Senator says he thinks artificial flavored water tastes weird, like they use fake sweeteners or something. So sorry, I disagree. No, that's fine. I mean, that's the thing. They obviously use fake sweeteners. Like let me look at what's the fake sweetener in here. Because yeah, the zero sugar doesn't mean shit. The fake sweetener they use is sucralose, probably. Oh, let me see here. That's probably the fake one. So yeah, like obviously, well that's the thing. Like I like the fake sugar taste. Obviously, why do you think I drink lots of freaking soda with fake sugar? I don't like the real sugar. Like when they brought back the Coke or the Pepsi with real sugar, I didn't like it. I like real sugar in my cereal. Like if you give me some cornflakes and sprinkle some real sugar on, sure, what the hell. But yeah, I don't like the real sugar taste in my drinks. Probably why I don't like the real fruit taste in my drinks. Dark chocolate dip stuff though, dude. Dark chocolate's the bomb diggity. Love dark chocolate. I just drink tea and juice. I don't like tea. I wish I liked tea. I so wish I liked tea, but I don't. It's gross. All types of tea. Doesn't matter what type. I've not found one tea in the whole world that I actually like. Ultimate Keymaster, does my double chin piss me off? Oh, we got a $5 spot. Donkey Kong Country Aquatic Ambience wants to be played in the background. Let me get that queued up for you, my boy. Or, I guess I don't know if you're a boy or not, but I'm assuming you are a boy. We're not going to be doing the 10 hours of it. Hold on here. I'm going to make sure I get the exact right one. The Aquatic Ambience one, right? Yep. Oh, here it is. I'll take it out the OST. Let me get the desktop audio going here. Oh, I need my headphones. I got to listen to this. I can't just have you guys listen to it. I got to listen to this right now, baby. Right here, right now. I mean, come on. This is Donkey Kong. You gotta listen to Aquatic Ambience. Come on. All right, let me get this all plugged in. Oh, and Jay Senator with a $2 spot. Jay Senator, I'm going to take care of your shot right now. I'm also going to do, I don't think I'm supposed to do anything higher than this for a $5 spot, but I am going to be nice since that is the highest super chat of the night so far from Zenith. Woo! Thank you, Jay Senator. I'm going to give Zenith the old rum chata. We have a brand new, freshly cleaned shot glass for that. I actually just cleaned these today. Oh, give you the old rum chata shot for that. And we'll play your song. Oh, rum chata. Thank you so much, my man. Love rum chata. So good. All right. Let me play your song. Oh, yep, this is the right one. I forget past the ad. There we go. Now it's playing. Have I tried the Mexican Coca-Cola? No, I haven't. I don't think. Let me scroll up here. Rich from Review Tech USA is way wider than me, and he's fine. Yeah, he's taller than me too. So we got to remember is he's taller and wider, I think. Yeah, like Rich is a big boy. He's a big boy. So Jay Senator, a high five for water. Yeah. Does my double chin piss me off more than the turtle designs? Yeah, because as much as I might be mad about the turtle designs and how much I ranted about the Ninja Turtle designs, like, they don't actually affect my life, right? It's more so affecting my memories of my childhood versus my double chin, which affects like my daily work and just affects my self-esteem. So yeah, it pisses me off more. Do I want Crash Bandicoot Smash Bros. For Switch? Sure, I think I answered that already. Have I tried 5 Hour Energy before? Yes, I have. Do not like it. Wow, that's a lot of sugar / empty calories. Eric Timmer. Okay. My trick for energy: quick naps during important classes is the perfect time for me. Can't do that. If I took quick naps, there would be no Nintendo Prime. Because I have kids. So the time I can get quick naps is when I don't have my kids. And that's when I do Nintendo Prime. So that won't work for me. Plus, when naps actually make me more tired. Whenever I do a quick nap, I'm always more tired. I have a hard time with power naps. I used to be pretty good at power naps when I was a lot younger. I used to survive on power naps. I love soda. It's why I'm never worried about having alcohol, since I like it too much to want to have much of it. Okay. Do you think the classic games for the paid online will expand towards other consoles like SNES and N64 later on? Do I think it will? Someday. I don't know if it's going to happen on Switch, though. At least not this Switch. Maybe Switch Pro. Maybe Switch 2. Now, let me explain this, because what they're doing with all of these games, why it takes so long for them to come out, is they're adding all these new, like they're adding the multiplayer and all this stuff to it, and that's not as simple as snapping your fingers. Your Switch has to be able to run it. So when you think about it, you know, doing all that extra stuff and emulating an N64 game at the same time is actually pretty taxing. And the Switch as is, I don't know if it can do that. It can probably handle SNES, but I don't think it can go up to 64. So I think they need more powerful hardware out there to do it. So that's why I'm like, I don't really consider this a virtual console situation, because I don't know if what they're doing is possible with anything past SNES right now, with the way Switch is right now. I could be wrong, of course, but I just don't think so. I think it is possible. Hey, I'm the Moon. Welcome to the stream, my man. Spades after we already talked about the family plan. Also, hey, ask any question you want about the family plan, man. We haven't actually talked much about the family plan. I've had a few people mention it, but that's about it. I'm 5 years older. Stop complaining. Well, I'm not complaining about my age. I enjoyed my younger years. I mean, everyone wishes they were younger, but I had my nice youthful years. Still have some ahead. J Senator Nate, what would you do if Microsoft and Nintendo announced a partnership for rare games on a potential N64 classic? I would be lining up to pre-order that the moment it's available at my local GameStop or Walmart. Getting a bonus song in here. Nah, we gotta stop that. God, love the Kong though. Gotta love the Donkey Kong. All right. Thank you, Zenith, for that song that you wanted played. So yeah, I would just be lining up to buy. I mean, I probably want to buy the N64 Classic even without the rare games. So it wouldn't make me want. I mean, it just make me want it more, I suppose. Believe it or not, I grew up with PlayStation, then become a Nintendo person until Wind Waker. Cool. PlayStation, Sony's E3, PlayStation All Stars, 2 Super. Who loves orange soda? Cal loves orange soda. You do? I do. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. May I take your order? I'll show that one. I don't know why that was hidden. Fuck orange soda, cherry soda for the way. Cherry soda's pretty good too. Strawberry soda is really good too. I don't drink a lot because I drink most of the empty calorie soda. So I drink like the Pepsi Max and diet soda shit, which I know has its own issues. I know it's not really that much healthier. Actually, it's probably not healthier for you at all. It's just less fattening calories, but it's still not good for you. So I don't need a lecture on that. I'm aware. But yeah, I don't drink a lot of the regular soda. I used to drink a lot of that when I was younger because it's like 50 cents a bottle to go get your cherry soda. from the gas station. Why are the comments coming in so late? I always read back on the comment section. I try to answer everything. That's why the comments come in late. That's why my responses come in late, is really what it is. Brian Shan says, Smash, Spider-Man, God of War. Which will be the biggest game this year? Smash, Spider-Man, God of War. I don't think... I can tell you right now, I don't think it's going to be Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man is going to move 2-3 million, but I don't think it's going to outsell God of War. God of War is probably going to hit 6, 7, maybe 8. I mean, there's a lot of PlayStation 4s. I could be wrong. Maybe it goes over 10. But Smash. It's probably going to be God of War. I think God of War... hold on, let me look up... I'm looking to look up the God of War sales figures for the prior games. I know like the current game is selling well, but what I want to know... I want to know what the audience was originally for God of War. So God of War usually sold around 4 million, a couple almost at 5. God of War 3 was almost at 5. So God of War will probably be between 6 to 8 million. On Smash Bros, the sales figures on Smash. Let's see here. Sales figures on Smash, besides setting aside the Wii era, which was kind of an anomaly, 5 million as well, 7, 8. So Smash probably has the best chance of selling more overall. I think this year God of War will sell more. As for which will be the biggest game this year, God of War is going to win Game of the Year. Of those 3 games, God of War is going to win Game of the Year. I think which game is the biggest game overall is going to depend on what game you prefer. If you're a big Smash guy, you're going to think Smash is the biggest game this year. If you're excited for Spider-Man and that's your jam, then Spider-Man's going to be the biggest game. If you love the new God of War game, that's going to be your jam. Like, what's the biggest game is going to depend on who you are. For me, it's going to be Smash. But if I had a PlayStation 4, it would probably be God of War. Because God of War looks phenomenal. Mike Bear 355. How is Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze again? Kind of want to play my copy on Wii U now that DK Hype is back. I mean, how is it again? I mean, it was never anything but excellent. So of course it's still excellent. Even funky mode, it's still excellent. It's easier, but it's still an excellent game. Rum is one of her favorite drinks too. Are you psychic, Nick? No, I'm not psychic, but rum and coke. Rum and coke's one of my favorite mixed drinks to do at a bar. And when I'm doing shots, I mean rum chata. How can you resist the cream? The cream with that. Oh, the rum, it's so good. Have I tried a Cadbury cream egg? Yeah, of course I have. Hey, Matthew Campos, you gotta give up soda to lose weight. All right, I knew this was gonna come up. I lost 20 pounds giving up soda at one point. Drink juice instead. Song request DK returns. Rocket Barrel 1. Keep it DK. So I'll get your song in here. Get your shot in as well. I'll give you the old rum chata treatment as well. What I will say before I play that song is respond to your question when you say you got to give up soda to lose weight. That is incorrect. You got to give up soda to lose your soda weight. I have a lot more weight on me that is not soda related, let me tell you. First off, cheers, man. So basically, I've given up. I know what you're talking about because I've done it. I've given up soda entirely, and I lost my 20 pounds. I've given up soda 3 times in my life. One span for a year, one span for 3 months, another span for 6 months. That's what's the weird thing. I'm actually not addicted. Once you get past the initial withdrawal, you have like that day or two of like a caffeine, like a lack of caffeine headache. It happens with coffee too. If you quit coffee, like anything caffeinated, if you quit it, you get that little caffeine headache thing, but it goes away after a couple of days. It's really not that bad. Like I've had migraines, so it's like nothing compared to that. You'll lose that 20 pounds, but then that's it. You don't lose anything else. So I am massively overweight. I'm obese. So there's a lot more weight to lose on me that isn't soda related. And I know this because I've been slowly losing weight while just working out. Haven't even made some big changes to my diet until this week. Oh, I'm so proud to say I went grocery shopping today. It's our first grocery shopping trip in forever. And while there were some things bought that, you know, aren't the greatest in the world, mostly for my kids, because my kids are allowed to have some junk now and then. Even myself, right? Like if I'm going to have like a non-vegetable snack, it's going to be something like this. Some pretzels. Pretzels aren't that bad. I can have 10 crackers. It's 110 calories. Not a lot of fat. Barely any cholesterol. Obviously, the sodium's a little high on that, but, you know, sodium's always high on these kind of things. So, if, like, that's one of my snacks, one of my 100-calorie snacks a day, that's not a big deal. Have some pretzels. I bought tons of veggies. I bought a lot of healthier stuff. That doesn't mean there isn't my frozen pizza I'm going to have here and there or something, but, like, that's on my cheat day. So, I'm not officially on a diet, but instead what I'm doing is I'm slowly shaping my meals and my snacks to be healthier. So, that's a slightly healthier snack, plus I have my veggies I'm going to be eating for some snacks. Other snacks, I'm just going to have some lettuce. I have some lettuce with some light Italian dressing, very low-calorie stuff, and sometimes that's going to be what I have for a snack. I am slowly just making things a little bit healthier in my eating habits. That alone is going to drop more weight than the soda thing will. Now the soda thing will also drop weight, but you know, that's something I will cross once I get to like a dead heat with the diet, where my diet is no longer causing me to lose weight. Then I got to cut something else, right? And that might be when I cut soda. But I'm never gonna. Here's the thing. You live once. I like soda. I'm not going to cut soda. I need to find a way to keep soda in my life in a manageable level. Just like I don't want to cut red meats and steak, and like I don't want to cut I enjoy that stuff, but putting it at a manageable level is kind of the big thing. I love tacos, right? I'm not cutting tacos, but are there ways I can make my tacos delicious but make them healthier? You know, eliminate the shell. Just eat the taco in a dish with lots of veggies. That's one way to make it a little healthier. You know, the shell is the shell is like more calories than everything else. Anyways, let me. It was DK Rocket Barrel Returns Rocket Barrel 1. I don't want to go with the extended or the compilation. Rocket Barrel Returns. Here we go. Got it. Unmute. Oh, we got an ad here.
Our job is to sell socks, not make videos.
Skip the ad.
That's why we.
All right, there we go. Let's scroll up. I know I missed some questions here. Have I tried the cranberry cream eggs? Says Edward. Yes, I have. Order it from Amazon and get the chocolate cream. They're pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if I have the chocolate one, but I have had a cranberry cream, of course. It's like a staple around Easter. Not the hugest fan. Like you say, it's a UK candy. Like we've had Cadbury cream eggs here my whole life. It's not new. It's always something we have around Easter. Matthew Campbell says, I fucking love the Mexican Central and American sodas. They don't use high fruit. Okay, well, that's cool. Do you want good candy? Andy's candy. I'm not a big candy guy. Seahawks 24 rule, not to blast you or anything. I love it. Not to blast you or anything, but I'm about to blast you. I love when people say that. You know, I don't mean to offend you, and then they're going to say something offensive. Don't you hate when people do that, right? I'm not going to lie. I've done it myself. Where you say something, you know, not to offend you or not to upset you or not to this or not to that, and then you say something you know is exactly what you said you didn't want to do. Anyways, he said, I saw your video with the family account system. I know Sony makes you have PSN for each account, and the 360 was the same. All I know is, on my PlayStation 3 right now, I have an active account. I have 3 accounts on my PlayStation 3. I have one of them with an active PSN online account. And right now, when I log on my other accounts on that system, I can play online with them as well. That's all I can tell you. I only have a PlayStation 3, so I don't know how that affects PlayStation 4. But that's how it works in my PlayStation 3. On the Xbox One, I know this for a fact. Because I had 6 accounts on my Xbox One at one point. Only one of them had an active Xbox Live subscription, and I could play online with all the other accounts on there. So, I can only go off my own experiences, man. It's bullshit. And I'm going to call Nintendo on that bullshit. Song's almost done. Thank you so much, by the way, for that song request. And it's fading out. That is the end of that. All right. Mute that. Take off the headphones. It's getting a little toasty in here. I wonder if it's cooler outside. Maybe I should open the window. Open the window. Everything is awesome. I'm short. Oh, yeah, it's cooler outside than in my office. It's probably like 80 in my office right now. And I think it's like 60 outside, so hopefully this drops the temp in a hurry. It doesn't help I'm wearing long sleeves, too. And I have my studio light on. I don't need this on anymore. Turn it off. The other studio light fell. I got to figure out what to do with that studio light. I can't keep it standing up. And I can't install it on the ceiling over there because it's actually an air vent. I got to figure out what to do with it. I need to figure out a better lighting situation. I need to get some better lights. I want to get some LED lights that I can put on spinners. So I could spin them this way. And then when I want to use this back corner, I can spin them around. Or if I want to use this, like over here, I can spin them over here. Like I want lights that I can rotate that are LEDs so they last longer. And you could buy like spinning plate rotators for your ceiling. That's not an issue. But rotate the lights so I can basically light any part of my office I want for videos. Let me see here. Scrolling down. You'll definitely check out Deadpool 2 because of Terry Crews. Dude, I love Terry Crews. Terry Crews is amazing. And I'm going to be a Deadpool. I'm going to Deadpool 2. I love Deadpool. And it might be the last new Deadpool movie. Because the guy who plays Deadpool said, Ryan Reynolds, he said that Deadpool 3 would be a very unlikely prospect. It doesn't mean Deadpool won't appear in, another video that they hinted at. But yeah. Like, Deadpool 3 could happen someday. It would just be a while. There would be a long break between Deadpool 2 and Deadpool 3 if it ever happened. Plus, there's the fact that, like, Disney now technically owns the IP. So what would even happen? Would Disney reboot it? Would they just kill the franchise? Who knows how Disney wants to handle that situation, too. Let me see here. Apple, why are you fat? I don't know. Why are you on the internet talking to me? These are the questions we get sometimes. I mean, it's so weird. Why are you fat? Because I eat too much and I drink too much. Drink too much soda, that is. And I don't work out as much as I used to. In fact, I don't work out. Well, now I work out more, but I don't. Basically, I started gaining weight after high school and I stopped playing team sports. I don't know what else to tell you. T.T. Sup, Nate? Do you think there's a chance of a sequel to Mario plus Rabbids? The first one was fantastic. I think so. Ubisoft apparently was very happy with the sales. I think a Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle 2 or something like that is going to happen someday. I don't know if it's happening this year. I think it's a little soon. But give it like, another year. Next E3 or the E3 after, I can see it getting announced. I think there's going to be a sequel. It was too successful and too well received critically and by the fans for them not to do another one. So I think it's going to happen. Plus, I don't think it's one of those big budget games. It's more of the B tier kind of game. Who knows? Maybe the next version of it will be a bigger budget. But yeah, I love it. It's my favorite Switch exclusive right now. Seahawks24 says he's not enjoying God of War. I mean, it's not for everyone, right? I've watched enough streams of it to know I would enjoy playing it. But yeah, it's like any game. Not every game's for everyone. Ultimate Nintendo also said that this online service wouldn't replace VC. Look what happened. I guess their prior statements from back then could be irrelevant in the end. Who knows? Apple. If you keep screaming, why am I fat? If you just keep spamming that, I'm just gonna block you. Come on, man. We're here to talk about games. I mean, it isn't Ask Me Anything, and I'd already answered why I'm fat. I mean, it's obvious. I eat too much. I have a bad diet. I drink too much soda. And I stopped working out after high school. I mean, and it's been 12, 14 years since high school or whatever. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, whenever someone says, like, why are you fat? It's always funny to me. Because it's like, I mean, it's obvious why I'm fat, right? Bad diet, too much fast food, too much soda, not working out, not maintaining a healthy like it's obvious. No, you don't really need to ask someone why they're fat unless it's a genetic thing. There's no reason to ask why. Like, it's obvious why I'm fat. It's not something that's hidden. I mean, I've eaten freaking McDonald's in the middle of a stream before. Like, it's obvious why I'm fat. There's no question to that. It's just a dumb question. I know why I'm fat. Don't you? Isn't it obvious why I'm fat? I don't know. Is this Kickstart not making it obvious enough? Man, just for that, I should. Well, do I have any really super fattening food? Oh, I freaking don't right now, of course. Oh man. Hold on. Which? I bet you this rum chata is probably the worst alcohol I have because of the cream. Of course, on the bottle, it tells me absolutely fucking nothing about the health. About the health on it. Thank you, government. You don't require them to put health warnings on there. They do on this one. And this one's not that bad for you. The Kinky's not that bad for you. The rum chata is probably. I mean, just for you keep asking that, I should just down all the. I should just go upstairs and find all of the potato chips that my children have because we bought like these little bags for them and just start freaking stuffing my face with it. If it bothers you so much, I don't give a shit. All right, here we go. Instead of virtual console, I guess we should find some other terminology for it. LOL, soda is better than beer any day. Yeah, I like soda better than beer. I mean, I have some flavored beers. I think I have a strawberry beer in my fridge right now. Maybe I'll switch to that. Maybe I'll put away the other unopened Kickstart, and when I finish this one, in between my water, maybe I'll switch to a beer. The beer actually at times has more calories than my Kickstart, but I'm below my calorie count today. Proud to say. As I said, first day of eating a little healthier, and I kind of put it extreme under my calorie count where I'm supposed to be at my target calories. So I can have some more calories tonight. Although, then again, I've been doing shots. Who the fuck knows? Who cares? Water sucks. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. I'm watching my wife playing Donkey Kong right now, and it looks hella fun. Dude, it's fun. Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, even Donkey Kong Country Returns, or any of the Donkey Kong Country games. Like, they are all fantastic. All of them. Water greater than the entire continent of Africa. Oh, jeez. Pretzels plus hummus equal yum. I'm not a big hummus guy, but I'll just eat the pretzels. I'm fine with pretzels on their own. I mean, I like pretzels with cheese, but obviously the cheese adds a lot of fat. So I'm trying to cut back my cheese intake. It feels weird I'm in Wisconsin to cut back my cheese intake. I'm not cutting out cheese. I'm just having it less often. I started realizing that I think I was having cheese with almost every meal. It's just something that happens in Wisconsin. Suddenly there's freaking cheese in my Cheerios. Like, it's Wisconsin. We put cheese in everything. But I've started to cut down on my cheese intake. I actually found out from my doctor that my cheese intake is actually a massive source of my daily fat intake. Even way more than the sodas and everything else. It's my cheese intake. So that's a big thing, is cutting back on my cheese intake. There was cheese with my dinner. I had a single taco for dinner tonight, which is good for me. I usually have 4. So like cutting it down to 1, which is a normal portion, because I make like big burrito-sized tacos. So like cutting that down to 1's huge for me. But there's fucking cheese on that. Less cheese than I normally put on. Only a little pinch, but it was still there. Although I could basically put on as much hot sauce as I want because there's so little calories in hot sauce. Because it's like all vegetables. It's basically salsa. That's nice. I can have salsa. I think just spoonfuls of salsa. Just eat it up. Let's see here. Ba-ba-bum. I'm altering my intake too. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm just altering it. I'm still gonna have my frozen pizzas, and I'm still gonna have junk food. Like, it's still gonna be a thing. I'm not cutting it out because, as I said, you live once. If you really like that food, like if you really fucking like McDonald's, then find a way to fit it in your diet. Maybe the day you have McDonald's, like reduce it to 1 day a week, and then that day you have McDonald's, make it so like eat it for brunch, right? Like, have it for breakfast and lunch. Make it that one meal that covers lunch and breakfast, and then the calorie intake from it doesn't actually hit you as bad, right? And it's okay to have cheat days. As I have talked to several nutritionists and several doctors about dieting, as I'm starting to get myself into a better eating habit, healthier eating habit, you got to have the cheat days. You never want to go cutting out all the stuff you like because you're going to hate yourself. Even as you're getting healthier, you're going to hate that to do that. You have to eat foods you don't really like that much. You should still have those foods, just in moderation, once in a while, cheat days. Like, I can tell you right now, my entire trip in E3 is a cheat week. I'm gonna try to stop at a grocery store while I'm there and get some snacks, some healthy snacks. So when I'm video editing, I'm not eating shit. But I can tell you right now, all of my meals are going to be like chicken wings and pizza. And like that's just the way it's going to be that week. But that's a special trip to E3 where I'm going to not worry about what I'm putting in my body more so than worrying about getting shit done. But for snack purposes there, I am going to try to have carrots and stuff like that readily available. And propel out the ass. An issue I did last time is I think I drank nothing but soda last time I went to E3, and I got dehydrated, so we're not going to have that happen this trip. Let's see here. Moderation and exercise, yeah. And I'm getting slowly, like my exercise routine got messed up this past week. With my fiance in school now, things are all messed up. Like trying to get my regular exercise routine is, I got to get a hold of my mom. She doesn't work anymore. I got to get a hold of her to come over. I need her to actually come to my house at like noon every day. So, or noon 3 days a week. So from noon to 2, I can just go work out, right? I get there a little bit after, around 12:30, work out, until 1:30, 2 o'clock, then come home. I need to do that, but the problem is that time period is when I edit, is when I do Prime News. It's like when I make videos. Part of me thinks I should just wake up super early and go because I have a membership at a gym that's 24 hours, but like I'm gonna do that. I'm lucky to get the sleep I do get. I probably should start doing it before I go to bed though. Like even if I'm done streaming at midnight, right? I should like get off, go work out because I'm not gonna fall asleep till 1:30 anyways because my knee fucking hurts. So just go off, work out, make myself super exhausted, come home and pass out. Now I can't do it tonight because my fiance's gone. She went off to stay with a friend tonight. That's like 3 hours away. Who's having a tough time. She's trying to be a good friend. Yeah, good for her. It's important to be good to the people that we care about. Tacos need to be double deckers with the hard and soft shell. I don't like the hard shell though, so I'll pass. I basically trim all my tacos into burritos. It's just so I don't spill. One thing I hate about eating tacos is like stuff falling out of it. So I always get shells that are slightly too big so I can fold it into a burrito. I don't get the full-size burrito shells that are like this. Like, I don't do that, but instead of getting like the little shells, I get like the ones like this so I can put the same amount of meat in, but then like properly fold it and stuff. Duct tape fixes everything. No, it does not. I have duct tape. Okay, so we have a swimming pool for our kids. One of those $100 Walmart ones with the blow-up rings. We bought it last year, and yes, we left it outside all winter. Well, it almost survived all winter. It has one hole in the ring, and I put duct tape over it because I've actually patched swimming pools with duct tape in the past. So I put duct tape over the hole. It's still leaking out of that same hole, and I thought I was going nuts. I thought there was another hole somewhere. No, if you put your ear down to that hole, you can hear it still leaking out of that hole. It's still coming out of that hole. So I have to buy an actual pool patch, a proper one that'll seal it properly because duct tape won't fix it. I don't know why. I've tried 3 different types of duct tape that I have, the standard colored ones and some other brand, and none of them worked on the hole. So I'm going to have to, I keep having to re-blow up because now we filled the pool. Can't swim in it yet. I got to get a leaf vacuum thing. They're like $30 or something. They hook up to a hose and then you put it in, because we have a bunch of leaves in there that I need to get out. But once I get the leaves out, it should be fine. We put System Shock chlorine and stuff in it now. Like the water's all like crystal clear now. We just have to get all the junk out. And then we have to wait for it to be warmer out because now it's going to be 50s the next few days. But anyways, I digress. You guys don't give a shit about that. Yeah, I didn't shift what I ate. That's another thing, portion sizes. Like I was told, when you go to McDonald's, if you always get a large, get a small. Or if you go to McDonald's and you like quarter pounders, don't just get a quarter pounder, don't get the fries. Or get the fries and don't get the quarter pounder. Get a bottle of water with it instead of a soda. Blah blah blah. Or if you must get a juice. Yeah, the juice. The kid juices aren't exactly the best for you, or the orange juices aren't the best, but they're technically better than soda. All these little things. My grandmother's a nutritionist as well. Like I know I have all the information I need for my diet purposes. Figuring out one that works for me. One thing I do want to do is I would want to do shakes in the morning. Those shake diets out there. There's actually one in particular I really, really like for breakfast. I just need to buy it. It's a couple $100 to get like a month's supply, but it's worth it. It is worth it. Last time I did it all summer, like 3 years ago. And just literally all I did was just have it for breakfast. That was it. I didn't work out. I didn't change the rest of my diet. I just had the shakes for breakfast. And my God, I dropped 50 pounds over the summer. And right now I weigh more than I've ever weighed. So, God, I'd probably lose 50 pounds again just exchanging my breakfast for those fucking shakes. One, the low calorie, and goddamn are they delicious. I just can't have them for every meal. I can't do it. I tried. You just don't get enough. You get enough of what you need to survive, but you just feel so hungry. Because it's a fucking shake, right? It doesn't feel like you're eating anything. Let's see here. Oh, do we have a 99 center? Did I miss that? We did. Hey, Edward. Man, I'm so far behind. I missed the 99 center. I didn't hear it. Oh, my headphones are still plugged in. And now I just poured that shot into... Yeah, that looks delicious. Just poured that shot into the rum chata glass. Whoops. Cream makes everything better, right? Dynamic Kirby, nothing's wrong with being fat. I mean, our arms are huge, so it's kind of like we're muscular. I actually do have some muscle here, believe it or not. See that? That's not fat. That I don't know if I can get my... Maybe, I don't know, how am I going to take my shirt off? Well, I could take this shirt off. Ugh. Because I am hot anyways. Yeah, I'm super hot. Plus, I have a Brewers shirt on underneath. Look at that. Milwaukee Brewers is my undershirt today. I don't know how, like, up here, this is like a little fat. But when I flex like this, that's muscle. From here to here, that is rock hard muscle. But I do weightlift as well, so that kind of helps with that. So I do have muscle. My arms actually don't look terrible. I know sometimes in my videos, because I'm closer, they look bigger than they really are. But my arms really aren't. There's just a little more fat, like down here, like that. You see that? Like there's a little, like that right there. I gotta get that off. But the top of my arms are fine. How many calories am I targeting? 1,800 right now. My doctor wants me to target 22. Because right now my average calorie intake before was like 3,000, which is way over what I'm supposed to be eating. He wants me to target 22 because he thinks it's easier to achieve. I'm targeting 18. Basically, whatever the doctor tells me, I subtract 400 calories, and that's what I target. So, let's see here. Rob Hernandez says, do you think they ported Dungeon Tropical Freeze because Retro's working on a third game? No. They did it because it didn't sell very well on Wii U, and they figured we might as well sell it again on Switch. The same reason they're going to port every single Wii U exclusive game they made. It didn't sell well on Wii U, so they would think it'll sell well on Switch. Why wouldn't they? It's a money thing. It's a very smart financial decision. Same reason Hyrule Warriors is coming over. Same reason we're going to see even more and more Wii U ports over the years. Same reason Bayonetta 1 and 2 came over. Like, any exclusive game on Wii U is coming to Switch. It's just happening. It's getting re-released. Cheese-flavored Cheerios. Let's see here. I'm the Moon. I was fighting a unique monster super boss. Something. I need... Oh, jeez. That sucks, man. Cheesecake-flavored Cheerios. Cheesecake-flavored Cheerios. I just saw on Amazon that the reviews for Fractured Butthole on Switch are terrible. Apparently, it's really glitchy. I haven't seen any glitches yet. And I haven't had my save erased yet. But I'm not that far in. The Takeover. What's my favorite pizza? I mean, are we talking toppings? If we're just talking about my favorite pizza to eat, Fat Tomato Pizza out in Los Angeles right now tops my list. That pizza joint is the bomb. It doesn't matter what toppings you put on it. They're all amazing. If you're just talking about, like if I'm at home, like, and I'm just ordering takeout pizza, like we don't have a Fat Tomato around here. It's an LA thing. So, like around here we have Pizza Hut, Toppers, Domino's, and Jim Bob's. I actually really like Jim Bob's pizza, but their delivery hours are weird. So Domino's is actually my favorite. I grew up with Domino's because my dad worked at Domino's for like 20 years. Was up to supervisor of a whole bunch of stores, and we used to eat free pizza all the time. I used to work at like fairs and stuff. We were best friends with the owners of a whole bunch of Domino's chains. So I love Domino's pizza. But Fat Tomato Pizza is my favorite. Now in terms of like toppings, I'm usually like a deluxe kind of guy. No mushrooms. Give me that pepperoni sausage. Only if it's good sausage. By the way. I'm very picky on my sausage on pizza. Most places don't have good sausage. So I'll substitute the pepperoni then for breakfast bacon. So breakfast bacon, pepperoni, onions, black olives, green peppers. That's kind of my I'll throw jalapenos on it once in a while. And I like other kinds too, like Hawaiian pizza, even though there's all those people out there that'll be like, pineapple doesn't go on pizza. Whatever, it freaking tastes delicious. But yeah. And I'll eat it. I mean, pretty much anything but mushrooms and anchovies, I'll basically eat on a pizza. Propel out my ass. That's right, man. Propel out my ass. The game wasn't glitchy when I played it. Yeah, but I was only in the beginning of the game, right? So it could be something that happens further in. Pussy Slayer. What a weird question. Can I queef? Well, I'm not a woman, so the answer is no. I think it's the first time in my life I've ever been asked, "Hey Nate, can you queef?" Sure I can. That was the first I hearing about it. They were saying they lost at least 25 plus hours of the game. So it must be something that happens further in the game. God, that sucks. T.T. Nate just finished South Park. It's a surprisingly great RPG game. Have you got a chance to play it yet? I do have it on Switch. I played a little bit of it. It is fun. It's actually really good. Like the South Park game, the Fractured Butthole and the Stick of Truth are both very excellent RPGs. Like they are legit good. So I mean, if you like South Park and you happen to also like RPGs, it's like perfect. It's so good. Dude, I hate soft shell tacos, especially when made with flour tortillas. Flour tortillas are the bomb, but I don't really eat with flour tortillas very often because those are the highest calorie ones. Usually I'm with the wheat or the low cal. Today I had some special olive oil made ones. It was kind of, for the taco I had, it was pretty good. It's probably the olive oil one was probably more meant for like a wrap, like with like turkey and stuff like that. But I did it with a taco. It was all right. If they add DLC to Tropical Freeze, I think everybody will lose it in a bad way. They're not going to add DLC. They're not going to invest any more money. Flex Tape, Flex Seal, says Francis B. I could try Flex Tape, I suppose. I don't have any. They do sell some at Walgreens. But no, I'm gonna buy actual pool patches. They're like $5. The ones that are actually made by the company who made the pool. They're cheap. JonTron memes. Yeah, I remember his. Did he actually cut a boat in half in that video and tape it back together with the flex tape like they did in the ad? Oh, jeez. Let me see here. Gorilla Tape. Don't strip again. Whatever, you didn't see anything. Get out of here. What you think about the online service? I don't like ever paying for online services, so that's bullshit. But beyond the fact that I don't like paying for it, even though now all three major console platforms are doing it, I don't like the one aspect of the family plan I talked about in my video. I do like the aspect of the family plan where 8 different Switches can be registered for $35. I think that's neat. I think what they're doing with the NES games is a lot more ambitious than I thought they would do. With adding online multiplayer for multiplayer games, doing leaderboards. Though I expected those, I did not expect the watch other people play and then do a swap of who's playing. So in theory, as an example, I could be live streaming The Legend of Zelda on NES. Eric could be watching it, and then I have to go to the bathroom. So instead of the stream stopping, he could swap in on his Switch and keep the stream going by playing the game, and it should still be playing on my screen. Like, that's really cool. That's PlayStation does that. PlayStation has a thing where you can watch other people play, and then you can take over controls for a little bit in some of their games. It's not supported in every game, but some of their games. It's really cool, and it's going to be for all single-player NES games that they release. Right now, Legend of Zelda, I think, is the big one that I saw on the list. So, yeah. I think it's kind of cool what they're doing with that. Everything else, cloud saves, is obviously really, really nice. I expected cloud saves. It's standard on literally every electronic device that has user-created data. So the Switch was like the only one that didn't have it. So I expected that. Beyond that, I mean, I'm glad it's not $60, I guess, but I'm not happy it's $20. I think it should be free. Except for the cloud saves and the NES stuff, they can separate that out. I don't think we should ever have to pay to pay. I don't think we should ever have to pay to play online for peer-to-peer multiplayer. Right now, every Nintendo game on Switch is not played on a server. It's played peer-to-peer. So what that means is when you pay Nintendo that $20 fee to play Splatoon 2 or Mario Kart Online or whatever, you're paying them to access the internet. Because P2P basically means we are directly connecting to other people's Switches, and there's a host Switch that's basically running the game. And everyone's kind of playing off the host Switch. Not like literally playing it, but you know what I mean? Like that. It gets more technical than that. But yeah, it's not using a server. Now when you see disconnects in Splatoon 2 and you see disconnects in Mario Kart, it's usually because whoever the host unit was at that time did not have good enough internet to handle being host. That's usually why a lot of those disconnects happen. It's not necessarily Nintendo's fault. It's that at the time when the host was chosen, which usually they choose the one with the best ping or whatever, that host ended up not being able to handle the connections. So what you're ended up paying Nintendo for is basically the ability to use the internet you already pay for. That's why I don't like paying for online services. If PC can have free online this entire time, I don't know why it can't be that way on consoles. Like, just because I'm using a Switch shouldn't mean I have to pay for online when I don't have to pay for it on PC. Just my 2 cents. Used to like Chips Ahoy cereal. Chips Ahoy. Well, they still have the my fiance's favorite cereal, the Cookie Crisp. She really likes Cookie Crisp. I think Cookie Crisp was okay. This is boring. I have a joke for you all. You're bored? Yeah, Fire Emblem Lustrous Daybreak. Yeah. Do you think we'll see more Switch AAA third-party games at E3? If so, will they be day-and-date releases? More, yes. Will they be day-and-date? I don't know. I hope so. I said last year that this year needed to be the year of third-party games on Switch. Hasn't happened yet. So I hope that E3 I hope that Ubisoft, 2K, everyone having individual press conferences like unveils that all these games that are announcing are also coming to Switch and also day and date. But we'll see. I don't know. I think we're going to see more games announced for Switch than we've ever seen before from third parties. Day and date, I'm not sure of. NBA 2K19, if that's coming to Switch, will be day and date. But I don't know about anything else. I would love to see them try another crack at WWE as well, but don't fuck it up. They fucked up that one so bad. Still not fixed. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Gravity the Ghost, welcome, man. He says, have you ever played the Rhythm Heaven series? Yes, I have. It's one of the most underrated Nintendo series. Does Nintendo own that one? For some reason, I keep thinking it was a studio they worked with. Let me check. I can't. It's been a while since I played Rhythm Heaven. Okay, yeah, no, it was Nintendo. Okay. Produced by, Sakamoto. Okay. Yeah, I played Rhythm Heaven. Good stuff. Good stuff. Been a while. Been a long time. Wouldn't mind seeing that come back. It's just one of those niche side games. Like, why the hell not? It doesn't cost much to make. Let's do it. Let's get it. I like rhythm games. Rhythm games are fun in moderation for me. Some people absolutely love rhythm games. That's all they want to play. But WarioWare is unknown. Am I going to buy the Octoline DLC for Splatoon 2 when it releases? Probably. Shu Kurene. I play a lot of Splatoon in my streams. So I'll probably end up getting the Octoline stuff, playing the single player, playing multiplayer, blah, blah, blah. I hope I get it early. Nintendo, put me in your creators program. Sorry, I don't want to be in that. I can join that if I want. No thanks. Put me in your ambassadors program and send me a code for that early, please, so I can do coverage for it. Thank you. Then Mr. Boxer Night. What? Nuts. Nuts. Oh, I missed this question. Nuts, Mr. Sewer. I said, Nate, not a question. Just wanted to say I'm sorry for not being able to make your streams, man. My bad. Hey, dude, it's okay, man. Not everyone can make the streams. It's cool. You know? People have lives. They have shit going on. You don't need to apologize for that. Oh, and Shu Karane asked earlier, what's my favorite brand of cereal? Frosted Flakes. I'm a Frosted Flakes kind of guy. I'll even put strawberries in those bad boys. I like Frosted Flakes. Let's see here. I'm almost caught up, by the way, guys. Okay, Spades up had to leave later, man. Cookie Crisp. Dang, now I want a cookie. Yeah, Rhythm Heaven, it is Nintendo only. It says developers were Nintendo, and specifically the Nintendo Software Planning and Development Group. So, yeah, which doesn't even exist anymore. It's now called something else, basically. But, yeah, it's Nintendo owned. Wholly Nintendo owned. Elite Beat Agents. Yeah, that's the ones made by different. The Elite Beat Agents is really good, too. Alan S., welcome to the stream. He says, how do PlayStation and Xbox give out free third-party games with their online service? Like, do you pay those devs? You reckon Nintendo will include third-party games? Nintendo will not be including third-party games. Maybe third-party classic games on NES. That I can see that happening. Kind of depends on how the contract rights work with that, because we've seen third-party NES games on the NES Classic, on Virtual Console in the past. So I definitely think those aren't off limits. I think it matters what the relationship is and the contract situation is between Nintendo and those companies. So it could happen. Do I reckon we'll see third party big, like from N64 era and up? Probably never. Not on this service. PlayStation and Xbox do it because they make partnership deals. Like, oh hey, if you let us give away this game, we'll extra promote your next game. Stuff like that. It's called partnership deals. They do contracts on the back end for all that stuff. Plus, some people don't mind their games being given away for free because they make extra money off those games from microtransactions. So sometimes it's good just to increase the user base because you're going to make more money inherently because now there's more people buying stuff. Yeah, I love Frosted Flakes. I usually put banana slices in that. Yeah, banana slices are okay too. I like strawberries in mine. I usually don't eat it with anything, but if I am going to put something in it, I'll put strawberries in. They should let everyone who buyed it within the first week of being announced get it a day early. Octoland deals. They won't do that. M the Moon. Nate, Paper Mario Color Splash port or a brand new Paper Mario for Switch? Brand new. Color Splash is just okay. Like, Paper Mario's gone down the drain so bad. I want to see something new. I mean, they're going to port it, right? I just told you earlier, every Wii U exclusive is going to get ported, so it's going to get ported. I want to see a new one. I really do. Like, Mario Maker is probably going to get ported, but I'd rather see a Mario Maker 2. It's going to happen. It'll get ported. Shoe Grenade. Do you have to pay $20 to play online per game on Switch? It is not per game. Nope, $20 at once. You don't have to pay $20. You can pay, that's for a year. I think it's like $3.99, $4, I think, for a month, or $7.99 for 3 months. So you can just pay. You don't even, like, if you don't want to commit to a year right away, you just want to try it out, just get it for 1 month for $4 and then see what you think. The TMNT games from back then. Or Yo Noid! Oh, Yo Noid! Shout out for Yo Noid. Oh my god, Yo Noid is so good. God, I love Yo Noid. No one ever talks about that game. I thought I was the only person in the world that played Yo Noid. You guys know the history behind Yo Noid? Seriously, do you guys know the history behind Yo Noid? So, the Noid, for people who don't know, the Noid used to be the mascot for Domino's Pizza. Okay? So, this game, when it was made, was actually partially funded by Domino's Pizza. And my dad actually helped convince them to do it. My dad was working at Domino's at the time. So, my dad has like a little personal connection to this. But yeah, I use the mascot of Domino's Pizza. And beyond being the mascot, which is why I own the game because I got it for free, it's just an awesome platformer. So awesome. So good. And I was like 99, like no one I knew. I never met another You're the first person in my entire life that's ever talked about Yo Noid besides me. I have never seen anybody else even mention the existence of the game. And it was made by Capcom, of all people. Domino's partnered with Capcom. So, man. I actually have... Shit. It's upstairs. I actually have a Noid stuffed animal. Guarantee none of you do. There was only ever 1,000 of the Noid stuffed animals ever made. And they never sold them at retail. They were given to employees when YoNoid launched. To specific employees as thanks for pushing them to do it. And yeah, my dad obviously gave his Noid to me. So I actually have a Noid stuffed animal. Whoop whoop! It's awesome. It's one of my favorite stuffed animals too. It's upstairs somewhere. Yeah, it was a weird game, but like it works because like Noid's just a weird guy. My dad actually wore the Noid costume in a parade once for Domino's. It's kind of fun. I mean, I've worn costumes in parades as well. If you guys ever heard of Gibson's Water Care, the Gibby costume, I've done that in a few parades. I don't know if I ever did the Noid costume because I forget when they retired Noid. I really forget when they retired Noid. They haven't used Noid as the mascot in a long time. Domino's, I think, still owns all the rights. They even put it in a Japanese TV show, apparently. Noid. Yeah. I don't know when they stopped using Noid as a mascot. There was a legal case with the Noid against McDonald's. Maybe that's what stopped it. You like Sticker Star? One of your favorites in the series? Well, that's all right. To each their own. 1,000-year door for me, baby. Dynamic Kirby says, I think Star Ally's main problem isn't that it's easy, but that it's shorter compared to other Kirby games. If it had more worlds and stages, it being easy wouldn't matter as much in my... I mean, the last world's like half of the game. Like, the last world's huge. But, I mean, I get it. I understand. I don't know. I don't have an issue with Kirby. My issue with Kirby Star Allies is just price point. I loved Kirby Star Allies. It was great start to finish. I don't even care how short it was. That doesn't bother me. Just too expensive. Too expensive for what it was. Paper Mario must return back to its true roots. 1,000-year door. Hey, I agree with you, I'm the moon. I was awesome at YoNoid. One of my favorites. Dude, YoNoid is so good. It really is. It really is. Do you think Mario Kart series has peaked, or do you think there's more they can include in a Mario Kart 9? I don't think it peaked. I think Mario Kart 8, or in specific, now that they put Battle Mode in, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, is probably the best the Mario Kart series has ever been. I don't know if it's the best it ever could be. I think they could do better with the Battle Mode. So I think that could. I still think there's a ways to go with Battle Mode where they can make that much better. Because as it is right now, it's still not really that good, in my opinion. It's a lot better than what the mode was like in the original Mario Kart 8. But yeah, there's some more they could do with that. But in terms of level design, in terms of visual presentation, I don't know if there's much more they can do there. They can add more characters and worlds in from other franchises, but make it more of a Smash Bros. Kart instead of a Mario Kart. They already started doing that with Mario Kart 8. So yeah, it's kind of sort of peaked. But, I mean, can it stay at that peak? Like, I think a Mario Kart 9 would still sell phenomenally well. So I think it could stay at this peak for like Mario Kart 9, Mario Kart 10 before it starts to sink back down again in terms of popularity. Noid is that annoying Domino's man. He's not annoying, man. I mean, it's easy for me to say that because I loved him when I was a kid. God, you annoyed. Even looking at the screenshots of it, man. Such a good game. Such a good game. God, I love you, Noid. Let's see here. What do we got? Let me scroll down here. Show us the plushie. It's upstairs somewhere. It's in a bucket. I have a bucket of old stuffed animals in the garage. I'm like 99% sure he's in there because I saw him in there the other day. You want me to go get him? I can go get him. You know what? I'll go get him. There was a request. Hold on. We got a $5 chat. Jay Center, main theme. YoNoid. Yes. 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 Yes, main theme, Yo Noid. It's happening. That's got to be on YouTube, right? Unless Domino's claimed it. Title screen / credits. There we go. Enter the Void music. Got it. Oh, it's Yo Noid 2, though. Yo Noid 2 wasn't that good. I want the original. Yo Noid 2 was yuck. Stage 1 music. Yo Noid NES title. There we go. That's what we want. All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab Yo Noid so I can hold on to him while we listen to this beautiful music. Oh, man. You guys keep the chat going. I'll be right back. Got to show you this awesome plushie. So my kids got in the bucket because half of my stuffed animals are missing now. So I don't know where Noid is. That sucks. I did find the mascot they replaced Noid with. I think his name was Donnie. I can't remember because I chewed off the tag when I was a kid. Don't ask me why I did that. This is the guy that they had after for a mascot for Domino's. I gotta put on my headset. I gotta listen to this theme. It's been so long. Oh man, I'm mad though, man. My kids were in there. A bunch of my favorite stuffed animals are now missing. I mean, that means they just got mixed in with all their shit somewhere. Let me get the title theme going here. Oh god, so good. Oh, sorry, I gotta turn it on for you guys. Yeah. I got your shot too, Jay Senator. It's just this over and over again for like 3 minutes. Cheers. So simplistic. Literally, over and over and over again. This just gets drilled into your head when you play the game. And this one's for Edward Norton with his $1, $1, $1, $1. You got 2 more minutes of this. Yeah, I knew they made Yo Noid too. It wasn't very good though. What's the history behind the name of the Noid? That's a good question. I used to know. Let me glance quick. I want to make sure that I have the story correct. I don't think my dad was involved in the making of it, so. Hold on. So, what I'm reading here on the history of Noid is in 1986, the year I was born, advertising agency Group 243 was tasked with creating a mascot for Domino's Pizza. Their creation, the Noid, was one of the most inexplicably popular mascots in corporate history. But in a case of branding gone bad, the Noid's rise plummeted when he inspired a real-life crime by a schizophrenic namesake. That's stupid. So somebody mimics the Noid in a crime? Come on. That's why he went away. Even compared to the worst corporate mascots, the Noid was a unique grotesquerie. A gibbering, pot-bellied, buck-toothed pervert squeezed into a skin-tight rabbit costume. The Noid was a hamburglar-like character, wholly devoted to delaying pizza deliveries. That's true. Only Domino's Pizza, the ad campaign claimed, delivered pizzas that were Noid-proof. Avoid the Noid by ordering from Domino's. I remember that catchphrase. And get your pizza in 30 minutes or less. Yep. That used to be in commercials. Noid was a strange character to capture the cultural zeitgeist, but in the 1980s he was popular enough to earn not just one but two video games, as well as dominate a line of toys and merchandise. Yeah, there were some like little figures and stuff you can get of him. Aw, funny. Alright, that's the end of that for those that are annoyed by it. So that's a little history of the Noid. So it was made by some advertising company. And then this was the guy who replaced him. I'm pretty sure his name was Donnie Domino. There was a female one as well. He had like a wife. This one, Donnie Domino. Domino's Pizza. That's the one they had after the Noid. I don't think they even have a mascot at all now. But mascots are kind of a thing of the past. For a lot of, I mean, like Ronald McDonald's obviously a staple, but mascots for food places have kind of gone away over the years. Sorry, Donnie. Gotta set you aside, bud. Yeah, chill in the back there. Let me see here. Do I like the partner concept in Mario Kart Double Dash? Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Not really my favorite, but I mean it worked. It was okay. Falcon Main 04 said, do you believe the Virtual Console will be rebranded for the online service? Like it's the same exact idea but under a different name. Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know what Nintendo's thinking. Nintendo does very Nintendo things, which usually when you say that, it's not a good thing. So, let me see here. What do you think of the Chester Cheetos game? I never played that one. I heard about that one. I never played it though. Is that Nintendo Labo in the corner? It sure is. Nintendo Labo Variety Kit. Yes, it is. Matthew Campos. Don't you have to do the whole thing if you don't have to do the whole thing if you don't want to. Dude, I love that music, man. That thing is like ingrained in my head from my childhood. I used to hum it all the time. They discontinued Noid due to shooting. Yeah, that's what I read. Like that's so dumb. Like it's basically someone like inspired by Noid, dressed like Noid, and shot people. Like that happens. I'm sure there's a crime out there where someone dressed as Ronald McDonald and shot someone. I mean, should we get rid of Ronald McDonald? It's just so dumb. What I take out of that is Noid was not popular enough for Domino's to want to continue using it, basically. That sucks to discontinue Noid. And the thing is, Donnie Domino here is probably even rarer. I think this mascot only lasted like a year. Literally like a year. And then they stopped using mascots at Domino's. Come on, Donnie. Sorry, I don't have your wife. I don't know what happened to your wife. I lost your wife when I was a kid. I'm sorry, man. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. I don't know. Maybe she left you for another Domino. Maybe she left you for one of those black Domino. You know, once you go black, you can't go back. God, I can't believe I just said that on a stream. All right. Let's move on. Let's see here. The shooter was convinced that the Noid was designed to mock him personally. That's so stupid. Team Donnie. Team Noid. Yes, same with the theme. Oh, man. The last world was amazing. I just feel like you get to the last world way too quickly. We should have chased Francisca through a world 2 before the... Oh. Sure. I understand what you're saying, Dynamic Kirby. Nate and Donnie. Dude, I used to have... When I was a kid, I'd argue with my stuffed animals all the time. Maybe someday you guys will convince me to bring down all of the stuffed animals I could still find from my childhood. And you can watch me enact some things I used to imagine when I was a kid. There was Dino Man. He was always the leader of my group of misfits, fighting up against the evil. I don't know if Monstro is still around, though. He was always the leader of the bad guys, Monstro. He was a giant hand puppet that like went down my elbow. And had like really long arms and legs, really furry. God, I don't think I have him anymore, though. I haven't seen Monstro in over 20 years. Been a while. He was always the bad guy, the leader of the bad guys. And he had his own group, and like it was like a Power Rangers TMNT kind of thing, like reenacted with like stuffed animals and their own like. What was the name of Dino Man's group? They had even a name, like Super. Did I take the name Super Troopers for them? I don't remember. It was Super something, and they would like have to thwart all of the evil plans of Monstro and the gang. Oh, I had an overactive imagination. I would stay up till like 3 a.m. doing this, and my parents would wonder why I'm so tired in the morning. I'm like, I don't need like, I don't need anything. Yeah, Donnie is Nate's Arlo. Start throwing Donnie in my videos. Just randomly look at him and be like, what did you say? People might think I'm schizophrenic or something. Or that I don't know. If I started throwing Donnie in the videos and just randomly like looking at him like, what did you just call me? Just start play acting with him. Or maybe people would like that, right? The little bit of play acting that happens once in a while. Maybe it'll be entertaining. I don't know. Maybe I could try it in a video and see what people say. Have you had a chance to watch, or maybe I should do an entire video where I hold Donnie up and I change my voice and I just like, hey guys, Tay on Nintendo Prime. Hey, how you doing? Good looking. My wife left me like 20 years ago, and I just don't know what to do with myself. Oh, and by the way, Nintendo launched a new online service today with some bullshit chat. Ah! I wonder how that would do as a video. If I did like an all stuffed animal hand, like using my hand to control them, kind of thing. I think it might be entertaining for a video. I don't know if it would catch on as its own series, or Donnie's take on the Donnie's take, and then whatever the news is. So I do my normal news report, and then I have a follow-up video where Donnie reacts to it. Okay. Anyways, I want to see Arlo and Cookie Monster get in a fight. Wouldn't that be sweet? That would just be awesome. I would pay like $20 to watch that video. Like, put it behind a paywall, man. I will pay the hell out of that. Get it on, go get it on pay-per-view, baby. I mean, come on. They already have Cookie Monster and all the Sesame Street guys are already on HBO. Let's make it a premium channel. Get down. Let's do it. Do it, Nate. We'll see. I might try it for a video. It's kind of a side video. As a test pilot, I could. Donnie's take, or maybe Dino Man's. I don't know. I'll have to go through my stuffed animals, see if I want to do it with Donnie. I don't want to get copyright claimed by Nintendo for using him, right? I'm pretty sure no one's going to copyright claim Dino Man, because he's only got one arm. He doesn't have the top hat anymore, because I ripped it off because I hated it when I was a kid. He was a prize from a fair when I was a little kid. I didn't even win it. I got it from my aunt. Anyways, pretty sure I won't get copyright claim for that. Donnie... Never know. I could upset Domino's. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just do one side video like it someday. We'll see. I got to come up with a good script. I can actually do a script for that. I'm good at acting, so like I could write a script and try to act it out for how Donnie would react. 'Cause it's got to be different than my reactions, right? Like it's got to be. It should be. It should be like the opposite. Like I think, like when I said the family subscription is like bullshit or whatever. Well, then I have Donnie pop in, like a zooming close up on Donnie, like basically, like I could have debates with myself. Think about it. So like I'd have Donnie. I just have Donnie sitting on a chair next to me because I have some higher chairs I can go grab. He sits on a chair next to me, and I just start talking to him, having a debate. And then whenever Donnie's gonna talk, I just zoom the camera in, like I'll blow up his face, and yeah, every now and then go over and like move him a little bit like this and make it look like he's talking, and just have that zoomed in on him so it looks like he's doing it himself. That seems overly complex. It does seem overly complex, but I think it's something I could try it. A debate video or a Donnie Reacts video. It might be kind of fun. Like now my head is just spinning for ideas now to use Donnie. Oh, Donnie. Oh, Donnie. Oh, Donnie. The jokes are already spinning. A brick with sunglasses. It's a domino brick with sunglasses. Not dominoes. Domino. Technically. Thank you, Edward. I see your 99 center. Thank you so much. All right. LNS is an actual question we've been ignoring this whole time. Does Nintendo only have one Western studio, being Retro Studios? I love the Zelda series, but always wanted Nintendo to have a go at more Western RPG like Witcher or Skyrim. So, I believe Retro Studios is the only Western studio that Nintendo owns. Now, Next Level Games is not owned by Nintendo, but only exclusively makes Nintendo games. So they work with Nintendo directly to make like Luigi's Mansion and stuff like that. So Next Level Games is basically a first-party Nintendo developer, but they're not. They're really, you would call them I guess they're a third party. Like I want to say second party, but technically you would own a second party, right? Like Nintendo doesn't own any part of Next Level Games. Next Level Games is a third-party developer that chooses to work exclusively with Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't own any of Next Level Games. So, you should try stuff with the animal thing. Works for Arlo. Well, here's the thing. I don't want to copy Arlo. Obviously, me having a one-on-one debate between me and Donnie over there, I wouldn't be copying him because it still involves me. You should try the stuff animal thing. Yeah. So it's like, we'll see. We'll see. I have some ideas for it. We'll see. We'll see if I can pull it off. Just like a quick quip. You know, maybe run like a test pilot, like do like a quick 3 minute one where him and I go back and forth, and maybe we get in like an actual fight or something, just to see how people say. It's like, hey, do you like this? If you do, I can make like a series out of it. You know, the Nate and Donnie debate. Oh, it rhymes. The Nate and Donnie debate. There it is. I already have a name for the series. The Nate and Donnie debate. Especially since I'm in my 30s, like how funny is that to watch? Like you can see like a teenager or like someone in their early 20s maybe doing something like that, but like a 30-year-old man being like, dude, do you remember that side piece I had when I was 12, man? Come on, yeah, you do. God, I gotta stop. I have so many, like the ideas are just spinning now. It just sounds fun. I'll have to make a test pilot sometime. The editing on it won't be that bad because I'd have to plan it out ahead of time, right? So. I'll probably be winging a lot of it. A lot of it off the top of my head. The top of my head's like way better sometimes for that kind of stuff. Because then like I don't have to read this. Like if I was just doing it where I was holding them and I was off camera myself, I could read a script then. But if I'm going to do the debate, I'd be on camera the whole time technically. Although obviously at times it would zoom in on him. Am I getting Street Fighter? Nope, not a Street Fighter kind of guy. Burnout on 360's badass, just out of nowhere. Okay. Gamer Pond says, do you think there is more info to be released later on Nintendo Switch Online, or everything they said is it? I'm wondering if I should keep my hopes up for more info. So they did say we're going to find out more info about the, the cloud saves before it launches. I don't know if that means they're going to launch it early, or if we're just going to know what we need to know about it before it launches, which I hope we know what we need to know about it before it launches. Besides that, I don't know if there's going to be any more. I assume that's it. Some people are telling me I am prejudging too much. Wait for E3. I'm like, Nintendo's not going to talk about shit at E3 about an online service. Why do you think they're doing it now on their website? They're trying not to make a big deal about it. They're just going to like stealth launch this motherfucker, not tell anyone about it. It's going to happen. Like, not tell anyone about it in a big way. And then it's going to happen, and people are just going to wake up one day and be like, oh, I need a subscription now? And they're either going to say, okay, and then pay it, or they're going to say, fuck that, and put their Switch down. I'm just guessing that's what Nintendo's going to do. I could be totally wrong on that, but it just feels like a totally Nintendo thing they do. To not understand how big of a deal it is that they're charging for online. Do a debate between Donnie and the Noid. Yeah, I got to find the Noid. That would be a fun debate between Donnie and the Noid since like one replaced the other. But, yeah. Well, I don't even know if I can find the Noid at this point. It's that once my kids get a hold of shit, fuck knows if I'll find it again. It sucks because I told them not to touch that bucket, but went into that bucket and it's half empty, and I'm like, oh shit. Half my stuffed animals are gone. No, I know Monstro wasn't in there. God, it makes me mad I don't have Monstro. Might have to see if I could. I don't even know how I would find him because I don't remember what it was called. To find like one on eBay from when I was a kid. Actually, are there any games you plan on buying that release this month? Nope. That's why I bought Tropical Freeze, because there's nothing this month coming out that I plan to buy. Well, I'll say this. Caveat on that. If we somehow hit $300 on Patreon before, say, the 15th, I'll do a bonus review this month. And not only will I do a review in June, I will do a review this month as well. And then I'll have to buy a game from this month to review. And I'll try to pick like what the biggest game this month is. Is it Hyrule Warriors? I don't know. I'd have to go look at what the biggest game this month is. Maybe it's the Mega Man stuff. I don't know. But yeah. So that's a caveat. That will make me buy a game this month if I have to do it for review purposes. I doubt we're going to hit that on Patreon, but I didn't think we were going to hit it back in December either, and we did that, so we had to do a review in January. And then we haven't been close ever since. We've been dancing around the 150 mark for a while. And I haven't even actually gotten 150 from Patreon in a long time. Like, my last payment from Patreon was like $103. Almost dropped below 100, which, that's danger zone territory. That's where the podcast is no longer weekly. I never played True Dog X's. I never played Banjo-Kazooie or the sequel on my N64. I enjoy 3D platformers like the 3D Mario games. Would Yooka-Laylee be a good purchase even though I haven't played Banjo? It's probably a good purchase because you haven't played Banjo. I say that because you're not aware of the things that Banjo-Kazooie did that could be improved today, so you might actually enjoy Yooka-Laylee more. That's what I'll say about that. Hey, new subscriber! Dash 120 Hertz. Now that we have a new sub. Did it add to my sub count? I have no idea. Funny how I can't tell in my thing. Did it add to my sub count? It did add to my sub count. Nice. So the sub counter's working. The problem is the sub count's not counting when I lose subs. So how good does the sub count work? The sub counter work when it doesn't count when I lose subs? I'd have to constantly go in and change it. Yeah, like I gained a sub, but I'm actually down a sub from last time I checked. So, yay. Didn't they have play different point? Of course they do. Let me see. You love Banjo? Well, Yooka-Laylee. Yeah. I don't know. I like Yooka-Laylee, so I'm not one to talk about that. Everyone to Patreon! Everyone to Patreon! To get me to review a game this month. That'd be crazy. I don't know how many. I don't even know where we at on Patreon. Let me see. I haven't checked the Patreon today, so yeah, 33 patrons, $149. Granted, that's before they get charged. Once the charges come through, we'll end up losing like 40 of that because people's cards won't clear, and then I won't hit 300, and then I won't hit 150. That's what's been happening. We've been dancing around 140, 150, and then like when it goes to charge people's cards, like 5 people end up dropping off because their cards don't clear. Because it's easy to commit to Patreon when you don't have to pay right away, right? That's the way it always goes. GTA Switch, do I think it's coming, says Brian L. Zocum. Yes, I do. I don't know if it's going to come this year, but I think they're going to do it eventually. probably fashionably late. John Wells deleted his $1 pledge today. Oh, sad. Sad day. Sad day. So that's why it's not 150 anymore. We had a $1 loss today. Do I have a Nintendo Switch? What kind of question is that? Do you not see my Breath of the Wild poster? Oh, that doesn't mean I have a Switch. Do you not see my Nintendo Switch? It's way in the background. It's a Nintendo Switch box. But if you want me to... Oh, my Switch is upstairs. Yes, I have a Switch. No, I only own Labo here. And Breath of the Wild, Switch Pro controller. These 3 Switch controllers right here. What else could I show you from Switch in here? That's classic down there. Where? Yes, I own a Switch. I can't show it to you because it's upstairs right now. I guess I can show you the dock. See, I have a wall-mounted dock right there. I don't know if the Switch logo turned up. But yep. Wall-mounted dock. I mean, I guess I could show you these. I have the Joy-Con straps. Does that prove I have it? I mean, not really. Well, yeah, because you have to sell. If you sell a Switch, you have to sell the straps. They require you to sell the straps with it. All right. Yep. Thanks for the advice on ukulele. No problem, True Dog. I mean, ultimately, it's up to you if you're gonna like it. I like ukulele, but not everyone's gonna like it, and I like banjo. But there's a lot of people I know that liked banjo but hate ukulele. So I think it's better to play ukulele without having played banjo. Because then you're not aware of the faults of banjo, and then you're not aware that ukulele didn't fix any of them. Cheers. If you do have a Nintendo Switch, then friend me, please. No, I didn't see you. Sorry. No, it's all right. I don't friend people. People friend me. I know that might sound a little like full of myself, but I'm a YouTuber. When I do gaming live streams for Mario Kart 8 and Splatoon 2, that's when I share my friend code. And then people can add me on Switch. It's just, I have so many friend requests. I've been maxed out on my Switch for months. So, unless you're someone I personally know, I usually don't go out of my way to add you. Oh, cool. This Streamlabs OBS actually shows me how much my CPU is being used. Not very much for a live stream. I mean, yeah, it's like 30%, but that's not too bad because it's streaming at 60 FPS, and it's hitting the KBS mark as well. That's why we're not having any delays. 0 drop frames, awesome. Cool. That's way more information than normal OBS gives me. Let's see here. Hector, welcome. He says, "Do you think we're going to get a 3rd Donkey Kong Country game for the Switch? Also, your thoughts on Tropical Freeze on Switch?" Yes. Well, on Switch, I don't know. I think we're going to get another Donkey Kong Country game someday. I don't know if it'll be on Switch. It might be. As for my thoughts on Tropical Freeze, fantastic game. One of the best, if not the best, side-scrolling 2D platformer of all time. It's amazing. My only issue is price, but that's because I played it on Wii U. If I didn't play it on Wii U, I think it's absolutely worth. It's so good, it's absolutely worth $60 brand new if you've never played it before. But if you're me, someone who's played it before, it's not worth $60 because you already own the game. I mean, it is a little weird that it's available for $20 right now on Wii U, but what are you gonna do? You know, it's such a fantastic game. Oh man, I really gotta blow my nose. Paper towel. Paper towel. Got it. Oh man. Excuse me for a second. Man, I hope I'm not getting the sinus infection that my kids have had for like a month. It'd be weird if I got it now after they've had it for a month. Anyways, crap happens. Behind Street Fighter and Mega Man this month. Nice, man. There's new people here, right? I don't recognize anyone here. Yeah, we have a lot of new people. This stream's been kind of interesting. Besides our news stream, we had a random stream yesterday, I think, it was a normal Monday stream, and then the online news broke, and we put that in the title, and we broke like 100 live viewers.
That happens on Nintendo Directs and breaking news streams. Those streams always blow up. But today's cool because it was a Q&A, titled as a Q&A, and we actually broke 50 live viewers, which is impressive. It's impressive for a Q&A. Like, being up in the 30s is normal for a Q&A. Being between the 15s and 25s is normal for a game stream. Being in the 30s is about where we are for Q&As. So it was nice to see a higher than normal output today with lots of new people. We've also gained a lot of new subs. That's the thing. Over the past 4 days, we've gained like 100 subs. So I think we're seeing a lot of our newer subs pop in. Dynamic Kirby says, do you think there will be a Mario 3D World 2? No. I don't think they will. Super Mario Galaxy 3? I absolutely think that's going to happen someday. Nintendo should increase the number of friends you can have. I don't really understand the limit of 300. I really don't. Maybe it's a system memory thing. Beats me. I feel like it should be like 1,000 or something crazy like that. I mean, that's what I feel like it should be anyways. Fire Soul, I know you keep telling me the best 2D platformer of all time is Celeste. Go try it out. It's definitely worth the $20. I know that, okay? It's just not going to happen. Let me continue to think Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is better, okay? Man, my nose. No, it's not. It's not green. That's a good sign. So maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just the weather. We have some kind of crappy, rainy weather right now. That could be what's causing the nose. All right, let's see here. Sorry, I thought there was a new super chat, but that was just the old one from True Dog X. Let me see. They forgot to tell you that they used Donnie as a Kleenex. Did they really? Is that a joke? I don't remember. I don't know much about Donnie, to be honest. I got him as a stuffed animal, and then he was in like one parade, and then he never got used again. You are also saving up for E3. I'm saving my money to go. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to E3. I'm just... The money we raised for E3 is all spent. So, we had to buy gamer passes because we didn't qualify as media this year. Hopefully next year we do, but this year we didn't. So that was $500 for 2 passes. So $250 each. Then we had our plane tickets for 2 people. Hotel for 2 people, so a room for 2 people where we each have our own bed. We're not sleeping in the same bed. Sorry, but I love Eric and everything. I'm not sleeping in the same bed with him, so there's that. And then we don't want to stay at a crappy hotel either, right? Like we want to stay at a decent hotel. It doesn't need to be like 4 or 5 star stuff, but a 3-star hotel would be appreciative. So we are staying in a 3-star hotel, and then which has okay internet, better internet than the 2 stars. Let me tell you. And then we rented a car. Because we did some fact checking on how much it would cost to take Uber versus buses versus the time slots for the shuttles, and we just determined it was worth spending the $200 on a rental car, so we did that. So we had to pay for gas for the rental car. That's another thing. And then camera, the Lumix and all the accessories, which includes the stand, the memory cards, extra batteries, the lens. Also a wide-angle lens, because I don't know. I might need the wide-angle lens for E3 because they might not like me backing my camera up and getting ran over. So I probably have to sit it closer to the TV, which means I might have to use a wide-angle lens to actually fit the TV in the frame. So, yeah, all that stuff all together, $3,500. Actually, it was a little over. It was like $3,580 something is what I spent on all of that. That's all of our donation money for the trip. So that leaves us with 0 money for food, 0 money for gas. And June, and what sucks is that June's the month that we're going to have a really low amount of revenue coming in. Not enough to even cover my bills at home. So any money I spend on the trip for food or gas or whatever comes out of the money I need for bills. So it's kind of one of those, I'm going to go and I'm going to use my money if I have to. And worry about the bills another day. Not something you should live your life by when you have children. I'll worry about the bills another day, right? I'll worry about rent another day. I'll worry about the electric bill another day. But that's why I kind of, you guys don't, in no way, no means do you guys need to donate. You guys have done enough. But if you would like to donate, maybe pay for a lunch for Eric and I or something, we have a donation link down in the description for the E3 fund. Let me see here. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Need to be able to send messages and game requests to our friends on Switch. Yeah, kind of like place. Yeah, needs to happen. No, what's a joke? Probably not. I'm sure your kids are clean buggers. Clean buggers? What? My kids are not that clean. I mean they're like sanitarily clean, but in terms of keeping the house clean, hell no. I need to save up more money. I think $1,000 and $900 to get there. I would just we're really close to E3, man. It's like a month out. I would just save up your money for next year, because then you can have a better experience. I don't know where you're coming from, of course. Because from Wisconsin, I can remember I had to buy 2 tickets. Like basically everything's double the cost besides the hotel. The hotel is just a little bit more expensive, but everything's double the cost because there's 2 of us going, right? So, because I need myself, cameraman, extra editor, extra person to make sure I frickin' survive. It's LA, man. Things get scary there when you don't know anyone. It gets nuts. Definitely not. If you've never been to LA, it's not a place to go by yourself. I can tell you that. Unless you're used to big city life, of course. I'm not. I live in rural Wisconsin. So, like, yeah, I go over to the Twin Cities, which is huge, but I'm not there very often. I'm usually only go for I'll go to Mall of America for a very specific thing, and I'm usually never by myself. Like, we're taking a shuttle. God, the shuttle's so expensive, though. It really is. The shuttle is fucking pricey. It used to only be $20. Now it's going to cost us like $200. That's not paid for yet either, is the fucking shuttle. The shuttle's going to cost us like $200 goddamn dollars one way for the airport. It's so fucking ridiculous. But it's still cheaper than us driving there and parking our car at the airport for a week. That would cost us like $1,000. So fucking dumb. I don't know why it got so expensive, but shit happens. Zumakito, you subbed to him. Nice, man. I need to save about 400 for FanX in September. Nice. Yeah. I mean, I really only go to E3. Like, there's PAX East, Nintendo New York store. They do a bunch of events there. I thought about going to Pokemon Go Fest because it's in Chicago and I can just drive there. But I think instead of going, I'll probably try to get our cars fixed up so there's not like a breakdown on my way to Chicago. Because we got to get our cars fixed, so. Which is another thing I don't have the money to do. It's life. Life bites you in the ass a lot. Just the way it is. Just the way it is. Life bites you in the ass. Have I seen Cobra Kai? I've never seen it. No. Don't even know what it is. All right. I think it's going to do it. The chat's kind of slowed down. We've almost hit the 3-hour mark. I'm getting very, very warm and I would like to turn on the fan. I can't turn on my fan because it's too loud for live streams. I can turn it on when I'm doing work off my live streams, but all right, folks, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been wonderful. I love your faces. I just almost Philip DeFranco, that bad boy. I love your faces, and I'll see you tomorrow. That's what he says all the time. Hey, you beautiful bastards. Oh, I love Philip DeFranco. Philly D. And Sean Evans from, well, I say from Hot Ones, but it's, We Feast? Wait. Why don't I remember now? I'm subscribed to the YouTube channel, too. First We Feast. Check out Nintendo Prime's Discord. Sure, go ahead and check it out. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Tomorrow is my regular game stream, so actually, tomorrow might be thrown off a little bit because we might be recording the podcast tomorrow, so I'm not sure. The game stream might get pushed. But in return, I might live stream the podcast publicly to make up for it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I want to live stream it because it's a Road to E3 podcast intended for next week when we have another podcast going up tomorrow. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll end up streaming during the day to make up for it. We'll see. All right, folks. Love you guys, and I'll see you later.